Yeah, we're going live as soon as I go. Doink. Now we're live.
Now we're live? Oh, okay. Well,
August 1st, Hangouts is going away. Streaming, try youtube.com/webcam.
Gonna have to learn something else new. That sucks.
Hey, folks, what's going on? Jay Watt, I can't read a message if you're going to retract it, you nitwit.
that's because he said something bad about you, probably.
When doesn't he say something bad about me? It's all in good fun. Jay Watt can say all that shit. He knows that. What's going on, everybody? Happy 4th. Hope everybody had a good 4th. Yes, I'm well aware today's the 5th.
Nice and hot and sweaty.
But I hope everybody had a good 4th.
It was definitely a hot one yesterday.
Yeah, it was hotter than the friggin' hose. You know what?
My oldest was in marching band, and he had to march in the 4th of July parade, which was like 3 miles.
Ooh, fuck that.
and you don't realize how hilly the road is that goes to the middle of town. I mean, again, until you're actually walking the damn thing. When you're in a car, it just seems like a straight shot. But when you're walking it,
did they let them wear T-shirts at least with the school name on it?
Yeah, they were
with a big fucking band jackets or fucking heavy polyester.
Just T-shirts and shorts and
there you go. Yeah. Anywho,
good to see everybody. Our parade was basically vote for me parade. It was all politicians, man. It was like fire trucks, the high school band, and the rest was all politicians.
I didn't delete a message from Jay Watt. What the fuck's going on here? All right. Anyways, so we got Big Dog came in. He's gonna come back. The regular crew is here. Say hello to Miss Shalisa Shell. Say hello to Gunpowder Beauty.
Hey.
Mr. Stevie of the Stalker kind.
What up?
With the Hulk Hogan t-shirt on over there. In Ohio Wolverine, you guys all know Ohio. We started this mess together. All right. So what do we got? We got Jay Watt was first tonight. Jay Watt, welcome back. I haven't seen you in a little bit. Hope all is well. P2E, what's going on? Good to see you. Frankie, happy 4th to you too, kid. Good to see you. County Line Loggins in the house. What are you doing, County? And I just missed a shitload of people because I hit the wrong button.
All right, Mikey. I'm going to do my thing. I shall return.
All right. Hello, Guns Girl. Happy 4th. And Stevie B. What's going on, Stevie B? Good to see you. And I think that's it. Hey, Jay Watt. I did invite Dish. I sent her a link on her Facebook line account. So Dish, if you're listening, you have a message in your Facebook. You have a link in your Facebook messages. So what's going on, everybody? Do we all have a good 4th?
Oh, hell yeah. Any day without work is great.
And you got that right, brother. You got that right.
I don't care if you ain't doing shit. And you know what? I don't care if it's raining, snowing, sleeting, or hailing. Any 4th of July is great.
Absolutely.
America, damn it.
Damn flippy. Oh, by the way, I did do a hashtag Let Freedom Ring. Just so you know.
I didn't see that either. And your bell's on too.
Hang on.
He ain't posted yet because he don't know how to edit.
Hang on. It's got nothing to do with knowing how to edit. I did not post it. I did not take a video due to the fact that where I was shooting it, let's just say it wasn't legal. and so I wanted nothing on, where somebody can, because there are a few people that
right.
view that don't anyway, just in trust I did it.
So you made a video, but you pleaded the fifth.
No, I did not make a video. I never made the video, but I did do the let it ring part.
Well, that's cool.
You know what I'm saying?
There's quite a few of them out there. It's kind of fun just spending the last half of the day looking at everybody's videos.
Yeah. Hey, Stumper, what's up? Yeah, they were good too. They were really good.
Did you see the Is Your Six Covered one with the freaking full auto?
Full auto.
Oh.
Saw that. Saw that. And then the fat man, my southern brother, he actually did two.
Right on.
And at the end of his, he put still photos of scantily clad young ladies in flag bikini.
Oh, so now we know why he hasn't been making many videos.
So I was enjoying that videos. But yeah, so I was with my neighbor, and he's got a muzzle loader, but it's a handgun. It's a revolver. It's really nice, really nice. And I go, dude, it's the 4th of July. We got to let one rip. I said, the problem is if I let the mine go, you're gonna hear it for fucking half an hour. It'll echo off the building, And he goes, let me see what I can do here. So he goes upstairs. He comes downstairs. Here you go. I'm like, thank you. Boom. I come back. And the kid's like, yeah. And my wife says, are you out of your mind? I'm like, no.
That's awesome.
Frank, that's news to me, buddy. Frankie just put in the chat rooms. He saw it on Live PD. Everybody know that TV show Live PD. He wants to know, since when do patrol officers carry full auto rifles? I don't know. They can.
I was near a gun range like last year or the year before in one of my local cities, pretty close to me. All the cops were there testing their goods, and they were full auto. I'm like, oh boy.
I have no problem with it. Who cares?
Yeah, as long as you ain't on the wrong end of it.
Well, yeah, you shouldn't be on the wrong end of it to begin with.
Yeah, it's like skip the trial. You're in the wrong crowd. You're dead.
Well, let me tell you, there's a couple of them I wouldn't mind that they did that.
No names, please.
No
groups.
No, can't do that. No. Keep everything legal beagle. We're off of the streaming shit August 1st, so I got to figure out how the fuck to do the other one. Maybe tomorrow I'll fiddle fuck with it. And
wow, I haven't heard that expression in a while.
What, fiddle fuck?
Fiddle fuck?
Yeah.
I think I've ever heard it at all.
Well, you're not old enough to have ever heard it. You gotta be
I'm not old enough to fiddle fuck.
No, you're not old enough to remember the saying. It's a very old saying. So I'm gonna have to see what I can do with that, Steve, and see what the rules are, because I can't have a chat by myself. Right. It's kind of stupid. Because I know I went in on it before and I didn't see no address bar, I mean, no, what do you call it? The copy of the link. So
Yeah, I guess I'll have to look into it also. Yikes.
Yeah.
More new crap.
It would kind of suck if we couldn't do chats anymore. I'm not going to be a happy camper if I can't do a chat. I mean, see, your fucking buddy there started it all. You'd be by yourself. I'll have to wear my sunglasses. You know what I mean?
It took me a second. It's been a while.
But yeah. Frankie says if they have them, we can have them too.
I kind of believe that. That's what the Second Amendment's all about.
Frankie, you can have full auto. I got a full auto. I can get a full auto fucking 30 caliber fucking pellet gun. 30 rounds.
You're gonna have to save up and get one of those.
I mean,
kids don't need college.
Right.
It's overrated.
You know?
My kids want to go to college. They better make good grades because mama ain't floating that note.
Right. My daughter, bless her heart, she was on the phone and on the computer and getting scholarships and all this stuff. I mean, if it was $50, she was going after it. And she paid her own way through college. I helped where I could, you know, like car insurance and phone, and helped her out on some books and stuff. But basically, she did it herself. That and multi-jobs.
Right.
Well, I don't mind, after saying that, I don't mind helping my kids, but I'm not floating the note. So if they want to go to Harvard or, you know, a big school like that, you best make sure that you have
well, listen, if they're gonna come up to Harvard, you got to get that accent out of their mouth now.
I really hope they don't want to go to Harvard or any of those. Just the simple fact that they're gonna be an outcast.
You don't want them going that way, you know, because they're a bunch of fucking yuppie cock-sucking bastards in Harvard anyway. So
plus, those schools are way overrated and they way overcharge you. And
they can't you can't play with guns in the city of Cambridge. So you don't want your kids going to school in the city of Cambridge.
Well, what I don't understand is how in the hell you gonna give an 18-year-old a $200,000 or $300,000 note loan, but they can't go buy a $30,000 house,
right?
$80,000 house, or whatever the hell houses cost nowadays.
Well, here's the deal, right? I have a niece that has. I have a couple of nieces, but one that graduated, and the what do you call it? Her student loan payment a month. It's it's dumb, because it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt to buy a house. I got a friend of mine that his kid graduated college 4 years ago, and he'll probably be paying his student loan off and forever. He's paying like $900 a month for a student loan. Now he makes about 85 grand a year. I don't know what his tax status is or what have you, but let's just say it's 30% right before he puts away for his 401k and all that bullshit. So he's probably taking home, $69,000 a year, whatever, 68 grand a year, whatever the hell it is, right? So if he's taking home, he's only taking home what, $1,100, $1,200 a week, $1,300 a week, $900 of that has to go to fucking $900 a month of that has to go to what do you call it? Now your $80,000 a year job, $80-something thousand a year job that he has is technically now, a
50.
Yeah. And you go to the bank to get a loan for a house, and they see that you have a note, and you can have you can have fucking 852 for a fucking credit number. If you're paying $900-something a month already, and then you can go buy a fucking, especially around here with the houses around here.
Yeah.
If you don't drop a great down payment on a house up here, you are looking at least $2 $2,000 a month for a fucking mortgage, and that's what your taxes included. So it's $2,020. That's $2,900 a month just for his fucking. That'd be his school note and his fucking house note, right?
Yeah, that make your house broke.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know.
Oh, back in the big, heyday of the fake housing market, is when I bought that house. And my damn house note, everything included, of course, was like $1,200 a month. I paid $145,000 for a $75,000 house, and I told the guy straight up, "This is bullshit." But it was the biggest bang for the buck I could find.
Yeah, Frankie, you're right. But but Frankie, you come up north, Frankie, where I am, it's not that high. You can get, unless it's a house, Frankie. Like if it's Frank, for those who don't know what the hell I'm talking about, Frankie just put in there 2-bedroom apartments go for about $2,000 a month up here, and they do. Yeah, the city of Boston and the cities around the cities around the city of Boston. For a decent place to live, yeah, it's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's kind of like that in Chicago too, unless you really look.
My sister was paying $1,300 a month for her 2-bedroom apartment, 10 minutes down the road from Steve. She just bought a house, so she's out of there. But man,
that's crazy.
It's all about location.
Well, I pay 15. I pay 15 something for a 3-bedroom, but I got 2 floors.
Right.
Man, that night when we were looking at apartments, I found one. It was like $750 a month for a 2-bedroom, but it didn't have a balcony.
No.
Yeah,
but you're over here where life is cheaper.
What?
You're over here where life is cheaper. If you come over this way, it's more expensive.
Actually,
it's all geographical.
I'm down here where it's totally cheaper.
Yeah.
It's all geographical. It all depends where you are.
When I went back to California, the cheapest apartment that I could find was a 1-bedroom for $835 a month. And it's probably double that now. But out here, you can get a 2-3-bedroom house to rent for $400 or $500.
Yeah, so you can't touch that here. You cannot rent the house. You are not. Ask Frankie. Frankie's here. He'll tell you. You are not renting a house east of Worcester, Massachusetts. Okay. You are not renting a house, 2-3-bedroom house east of fucking Worcester for less than $1,700 a month.
Wow.
I'm gonna say Michigan.
You know.
I think here a 2-bedroom house runs about 12. And a 2-bedroom apartment is probably 8 in my little town. But it's going up.
And my sister's apartment was right there in Auburn Hills, right by the highway where all the big stores were, like, bam, right there. That had to have a lot to do with the price.
Johnny, Nehemiah Woodsman, how are you, brother? You have a link in your Facebook account. Put it to you this way: the town I grew up in, okay, is approximately, well, the furthest point in the town to the city of Boston is probably, I don't know, 20 miles, 18 miles. Okay. Now we have an interstate that runs through our town. That we have 4 exits, which helps too. Okay.
Yeah.
We have 4 exits that in our town that get there. All right.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I mean, Richie. Hey, Richie, how are you, buddy? That's what I'm saying. It's ridiculous. So they're getting right now, right? It's the money that they're getting for the homes, and I can't live there. It's too. All right, Johnny, no problem, buddy. I can't afford to live there. The houses now, it doesn't even matter about the property. I mean, it adds to it. But the median, I think the median, I'd have to look it up, but I think the median, what do you call it, for the housing in that town is like 400,000. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The houses aren't cheap, not up this way. And that's not even a ritzy town. You know, you can go to Carlisle, Mass, and stuff like that, and pay Sudbury, Mass, and pay out your fucking nose. You know, right? All right. So Richie said Richie lives in Mass with us too, and he said that even apartments, even 2 and 3 bedroom apartments, are $1,200 a month. You know, so it's not cheap. You know, I'd like the state, you know, for different reasons, but I'll tell you, it's fucking. What's a studio? Richie and Frankie are both here. A studio, I think a studio in Boston. They got to be getting like $1,900 a month for a studio in Boston. It's fucking disgusting. It's disgusting.
I found a studio loft style it was pretty cute, except for the fact that I have 2 small kids, and I think it was like $650 or $625. I can't remember. It wasn't enough space for having.
Right. You might be better off trying to find a 2-bedroom house or something would be better than an apartment. Unless you're looking for something that's all included.
Dude, I almost bought a double wide mobile home. Right? They wanted 100 and I think it was more than that. It was like 205,000. It was brand new. They want 205,000, dude. The closets in this fucking thing were bigger than my fucking bathroom is right now.
Wow.
Dude, the closet had to be, with no exaggeration, it was all of 8 feet long. All of 8 feet or better long. And it had to be 6 feet deep. A fucking closet.
Some of the mobile homes I was looking at here were more expensive than some of the townhomes or houses that had basements. I was like,
isn't it beautiful?
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Isn't it beautiful too? They're absolutely beautiful. You know, it's a huge fucking deck on it. They had a deck on it from corner to corner. Oh, they had the fucking awning come out off of it. You know what I mean? It was fucking awesome.
They look beautiful and they are awesome until the wind blows.
Yeah, my son was looking to buy one, but for some reason, whatever reason, the lot rent around here has just gone through the roof. My son was gonna buy a trailer, and the lot just can't find this lot rent around here. What happened?
This one was already there. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like I had to move it, but it was beautiful. Beautiful yard. But
yeah, these didn't have a fancy deck or anything or a fancy yard. It was just a mobile home on a lot, and they were more expensive than some of the townhomes or houses that had basements. And I was like, no.
No.
I got a lot of crap.
Well, if it was 15 miles close, I would have bought it in a New York second. But it was just too far for her to go to work. Too far. I don't care how far I have to go to work because I drive for a living anyway, so it doesn't really matter how far it is for me to go to work. Right. You know what I'm saying? But it was just too far for her.
Other than getting up at 2 a.m.
Well, it was in Hollis, New Hampshire, and it just would have been too far. But oh, Jesus, I should have did it. Welcome back, Timmy. Good to see you.
What's up, guys?
How's it going?
I know where you are, Frankie. Frankie, you off exit Are you down by the?
Along
Are
that
you on the VFW, Frankie?
Hey, big dog, I love that smoke pole you were shooting.
Wasn't that nice? My shoulder still hurts. My shoulder still hurts for the record, but
Yeah, he is.
she's a mean old bitch. She's a mean old bitch.
Who's a mean old bitch? I'm
That
not
double barrel that double barrel 12 gauge coach gun that I have.
Yeah, that must have hurt like a bitch.
Hey,
Yeah, it
baby,
wasn't
you
fun.
want to double barrel 12 gauge?
Thing is, though, when you need them, they only have to bark once, and everybody pretty much leaves you alone.
Pretty much.
Well, here, Steve. Here's a box. I have an entire gun cabinet full of. This ought to tell you how old you think these shells are.
Are you serious? You shot those?
Fuck yeah, I shot them. There's nothing. There's nothing wrong with that round. Look at that.
No, it's beautiful.
Not a damn thing wrong with that. Boxes and boxes. 12 gauge, 16 gauge, 20 gauge. I got a 30 Remington. What the hell's a 30 Remington?
I'll take it.
30-06?
No, that's the pre 30-30.
Oh,
I got boxes of that shit. I got 24 rounds of that stuff. I don't even have the gun. I'm like, what the fuck do I do with this?
Stevie, would that fit in a 30-30 now?
No. The thing with the 30 Remington, you could shoot black powder or modern powder in them. It was kind of cool.
Really?
Yep. And then they come out with the 30-30 to try to wipe it out, and it did.
I got a 30-30. I got a Marlin 30-30 pre.
Yeah.
How is it? Fuck, I can't remember.
See, that's back in the day when gun manufacturers used to make their own bullets. So like 30-30 technically is called a 30-30 Winchester. And the Remington people didn't want to shoot Winchester shells in their guns, so they would come up with these oddball calibers so they could make their own bullets, so they didn't have to put the Winchester name with a Remington gun.
Like a 38 Smith.
Yeah.
Steve, it's back in one piece, and it's correct now.
Did you clean it?
Oh, yeah. No. I cleaned it after I shot it, but the gunsmith just laughed at me. He was like, yeah.
I knew it was something.
That. And then the fucker turned his back. He wouldn't even show me how he did it, the son of a bitch. He turned around, he's like, and he's like, all right, let me take it in the back and clean it. And he took it and put it in the sonic washer and put it. He only charged me $20, so can't really complain.
That dirty dog didn't show you.
It's like, son of a bitch.
Did he tell you what it was?
No, he wants me to have to bring it back to him when I do the same thing again. But the cool part about that was he goes, you know how many people come in here and ask for custom leather holsters and custom leather rifle slings? I'm like, here's a stack of business cards, bro. Here you go.
Cool.
Give him my card.
Frankie, I know where you're at. My ex-girlfriend's uncle used to live down there. I've actually been in that park putting a wire up for him, his heater wire.
Why is this damn thing on top, chat? Son of a bitch.
I hate that.
Hate what?
No, that's those long guns, Steve. Those were that's a 870 Wingmaster and a 16 gauge, and then that's a JP Sauer hammerless side by side 12 gauge. Yeah, and that's four generations have shot that gun. Those were my great grandfather's long guns.
So, hey, I got a question for you. If you got that Mossberg 16 gauge,
no, not a Mossberg.
No, listen to me for a second. Stevie knows. Stevie, that 16 gauge Mossberg that I have, that was in my stepfather's closet. Due to the fact that it's only one, it only holds one. Is that going to be a what do you call it? I'm not going to be able to. I'm not going to be able to shoot any other shells out of that, huh?
What do you mean?
Just shot.
If it's a modern firearm, you can shoot anything out of it.
Ooh, this thing's fucking old.
As long as it's not a Damascus barrel.
It's fucking
Yeah, if it's a smooth bore, you can shoot a rifled slug through it. Steve's right, as long as it's not a Damascus barrel.
Just double check. It should be printed right on the barrel, the length of the chamber. It will either say 2 3/4 or 3 inch. If it's 2 3/4, you make sure your shells are 2 3/4 or shorter.
Right, but I can't shoot a slug out of it though, right?
Sure you can.
Yeah, you can.
Modern,
yeah, you can.
Because the other one I have is what the fuck is the word I want to fucking say?
Damascus.
No.
As long as it's not Damascus barrel, you're good to go.
It's
makes a beautiful.
What do you call it?
slug.
Choke on it,
Full choke.
Stevie.
That has no.
It has a, what do you call it? Choke. It goes,
Modified choke.
Yes, thank you. Do you think I can think of the name of the fucking word?
A choke has no effect on a slug. It doesn't matter.
No, you're fine.
I'd
shoot a rifled slug through it if it's a smooth bore.
I got like fucking 6 boxes of fucking Brennickies. They're all rifled, so
just make sure they fit the chamber.
Yeah.
For rifled slugs, I like the Rot Wheel. The Rot Wheel rifled slugs work really good in that 16.
I don't know about you, but 16 gauge seems to kick a lot.
No, I got 12. 12 kicks a lot.
12
Holy
hurts,
Christ.
I think a 16 gauge single barrel kicks harder than a 12.
Yeah, I doubt it. I'll give you my
that 870.
Yeah, I'll put my
870 smooth.
Stevie, I'll give you my Mossberg and I'll put my, what do you call it, in there? It fucking hurts. I don't even know why it hurts so much.
Well, it might be just that weird ass single barrel 16 gauge I got. It might be the comb of the stock or whatever. That sucker knock you for a loop. And I've shot 12 gauge single barrels and they were nothing compared to this thing.
I've got a Stevens. I got a Stevens 12 gauge single shot.
Those are sweet too.
Up there in the gun cabinet. I like that. I didn't shoot that one. I didn't bring them all out. I just figured that was enough. Four handguns, 2 long guns. That was enough.
That's what your shoulder said.
You guys must be talking about hashtag.
Oh, hell yeah.
No, brother.
I found the only other Bruce Springsteen song that Steve liked, so I guess I got the stalker approval.
Yep. Sorry, Bruce lost me as a big fan when he just got caught on with the yuppies, and he was on all those award shows and shit. And I think his music just went to pooey.
Yeah, but that was an old school original one, so that worked.
Yep.
And it was a remix anyway, so I didn't get a copyright infringement on it.
Oh, cool.
I got a whole folder of that on a Google Drive. I'll share it with you if you want. It's got all kinds of copyright-free shit.
Awesome.
It came from our gnomish friend.
Our what?
Gnomish?
Our gnomish friend.
Oh, I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah, there's some Metallica in there. There's some AC/DC in there. There's some Johnny Cash in there.
Now you're talking my language.
Right.
Which one? Metallica, AC/DC, or Johnny Cash?
They're all hip hop versions.
All of them.
No hip hop. Fuck that bullshit.
No,
Yeah,
no.
I
Listen to 80s. I like the 80s pop.
Frank.
Springsteen's a socialist douche. Tell him,
Oh, he's
Frank.
right up there with Bono and stuff.
I like Bono, though.
Hey, Steve.
He's a good
My
guy.
phone.
Better than Cher. Just
No, he
saying.
ain't.
Ooh, look at that.
I'd fucking dig her up and throw one right in her.
My phone came in today.
Woo, woo.
Look, Steve, it's not a flip phone.
It is a flip phone.
Is it really? It is. I'm sorry. I can't
I
correct it.
broke my phone a week ago, went out and got this smartphone. And
Yeah.
it sucks. There's a million things that suck about it. And I said, you know what? I found a really cool deal on an actually very good flip phone. I'm going to fuck around with the flip phone for a while.
What's the, if you don't mind me asking, what's the smartphone you have?
Just my first one that I broke is a TrackPhone ZTE. I think this one's a TCL. It's my Obama phones. You don't really need much, and I don't usually need much. I really like my old one, but I really hate this in a million ways. So fuck it. Tomorrow when I get up in the morning, I'm going to call my SafeLink Wireless and transfer everything to this. I've missed my flip phone, so I'll either love it or hate it. Or
Shit, now we can't make fun of fucking Steve anymore.
And it fits in your pocket.
Because then Sharice will jump all over us. And leave him alone. Leave him alone.
What?
I still will,
You guys
for
hear
the
me?
record.
Oh, for the record, I'll be fucking. Let me tell you something. I could give two shits less. I'm just, I'm trying to be polite here.
Hey, Mike.
What?
Mikey.
What, buddy?
Okay. I just trying to make sure I can be heard. I had an issue going on here with Mike.
What did I do wrong now?
What did you do?
Nothing. No. With my audio, I was talking and no one. Yeah. So
You
Just
on
make it-
mute?
What's
You
this
muted yourself and didn't know?
I don't know what I did. The other day I did something to my phone and I turned everything off and I couldn't get anything right. It's too damn smart for me.
Sounds like my marriage. Can't get anything right.
Right.
But you guys were talking about the Let Freedom Ring videos.
Yes.
Yeah, good job, guys. I watched your videos.
They did a great job. It's that's really cool that people took the time to do that stuff, and I watched a lot of them. It was really nice.
I could not. I tried to upload mine at like 4:55.
Yep.
And it would not load.
Yeah, you wonder why?
Because everybody else.
Everybody and their mother's doing it.
When I finally came back to my phone at like 4:48, it had uploaded.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
I did. So did you see TR's? TR had a nice one too.
Yeah, I seen TR's.
I seen one that TR was in, but I don't know if it was TR's.
No, TR's was out in his backyard, and he used his AR, then his AK.
I'm gonna have to go check my belt.
And then I don't know if it was a 9 or a 40 or what the fuck it was, but he used a handgun.
Cool. Yeah, I seen one TR was all through it, shooting the AK, just pow, 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 pow. And they would go to other people shooting, and then back to TR still shooting that AK.
Oh no, that was that the one
your
today?
6 covered?
I don't know, dude. I watched so many damn videos yesterday that I don't know who I was watching.
It might have been
For the
Rick.
record.
6 covered. He had one like a bunch of people, different people in it. I think.
For the record, I got 2 stovepipes on that Ruger, and I didn't get anything out of that FN. Just saying.
Just saying. Yeah, I thought that kind of strange. You had a stoppage on a Ruger. You must buy crappy ammo.
We've had that discussion. Dick.
Must be limp wristing. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's what.
Hey, you should probably take it
That's
to your
what it
gunsmith.
is.
He'll help you.
Yeah.
Anytime someone's Glock jams, that's what they said. Oh, I was limp wristing it. Limp wristing it.
It's just another one of those excuses.
Excuses don't win ball games.
That FN fired flawlessly.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Spot on. That gunsmith was like, "Where did you buy this?" And I told him, and he goes, "How much did you pay for it?" And he was like, "What?" I'm like, "Oh, great. What are you trying to tell me?" He goes, "That gun's probably had 250 rounds put through it." I'm like, "Wow."
And
He goes, yeah.
he didn't even show you what he did to fix it, but you told him where you got that great gun.
Yeah, what was wrong with you? What were you thinking?
And
You gotta hold the cards here, bud. You don't play with the cards like this. You play with the cards like this.
the cards were, hey, do you know how many guys come in here looking for custom holsters? I'm like, yeah, here you go. Here's a whole handful of cards. Hand them out.
I got you. I hear you. Gunpowder Beauty wants a bona fide rotary phone. I think I got one in my mother's basement.
Oh, yes, I want to go to that bedroom.
I guess if I can't fit my smartphone in my pocket in my bra.
I can fit my
That's a good
smartphone.
question.
If you can't fit a smartphone in your bra, I can't.
I typed it in for you, Mikey. I think she's lying. She needs to show everybody.
Does anybody know does a rotary phone still work?
As far as I know, yes, they do.
Because they went from analog to digital on all the phone lines.
As far as I know, you can still use a rotary phone if you're in a certain, like, if you have a certain company. Like when they came into my mother's house, they told my mother you have to get rid of a rotary phone. So she got rid of a rotary phone. I loved it. It had a 10-foot fucking cord on it. You know.
The last rotary phone I seen was like a repop, and when you dialed it, it made
Steve,
noise
shut
like
up.
a cell phone.
Steve, shut up. Right there.
And Mikey didn't click. Oh, now he does.
No, Mikey didn't do nothing. Are you out of your fucking mind? Mikey knows what Mikey's doing.
You ready for that?
She's smart. She doesn't have to.
I only got one thing to say. I wish I was that fucking phone.
And she wondered why the battery overheats and blows up all the time.
I always have to put mine this way because of the ring. Otherwise,
You
it's
show.
gooey.
Wait a minute, Frank says he's got a
you get all
rotary.
hot and sweaty, and then you can't see the screen because it
Yeah. It does become a nuisance
boob
sometimes.
sweat.
I used to put it right down the middle, in between the cleavage, and then I started sweating. I'm like, I'm gonna end up making my phone around and sweat or something. So I started putting it in the side.
You know what Dolly Parton calls that? Mountain Dew.
Yep.
So what you like, man?
I've never wanted to be a cell phone so bad in my entire life.
No shit.
Lucky.
Right on, Jay. Why wouldn't I be? Hey, Vanessa, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. Hope things are well.
Hey, Gunpowder, finish this sentence for me. I'm old enough to be your...
Shut up.
Sugar daddy.
Boyfriend.
You know, I am taking applications for Sugar Daddy because
Yeah.
Take it.
But see, here's what you got to remember, okay? We're not all dumb.
How about grain of salt, Daddy?
Listen, we're not all dumb human beings. We know Tardot has weapons. So, do I look stupid to you?
He
Mr.
with the
Squidges.
Chinese truck wins.
I forgot that most of y'all know who I'm married to. Well, there goes the applications. Might as well
Okay.
toss them out. Everybody knows.
It's Mr. Squidgets, not Tardot. No,
Oh,
Mr.
right.
Squidgets.
I'm sorry.
yeah,
You're
Mr.
right.
Squidget,
It is
so-
Mr. Squidget.
Woo,
Mr.
that was a big one. Did you guys hear that?
Mr. Gunpowder Beauty. Yeah,
You
what
know-
was that? Was that another I just hit this trigger by accident?
No, that was a firecracker outside my house.
That wasn't a firecracker, Steve. That was like an M80.
I just drove by like a little town called Hudson. I just drove past there. And they had their fireworks going on as I was driving by.
Steve, I can hear that. What are they on your fucking back deck?
Across the street, shooting over the lake.
My neighbors lit up over $1,000 worth last night.
Stevie, how big is your lake?
Well,
It's pretty small. It's only like 80 acres and stuff like that.
Any fish in it?
Oh yeah, there's some monster bass in that thing.
Do you ice fish? Well,
Sometimes.
you know, see, here's where Michigan sucks. You can't pull a fucking bass through the ice you can't pull a bass through the ice in Michigan. So
Well, you can catch them all day long. You just can't keep them.
no, ice fishing you can't.
Yeah, you can.
Why can't you keep 'em?
No, what's his name was telling me? M.I. Timberwookie and Daryl were ice fishing one day, and he caught a bass. And he put it right back in, and so I asked him, and he said they're out of season.
Yeah, you can catch them. You can't keep them.
Why can't you keep them?
yeah, you can't. What are you going to do? Not like have X-ray vision and not catch a bass through the ice?
Well, I just took it that way because of the way he said it. Because I know up here in New Hampshire, right? In New Hampshire, if you're ice fishing and you pull a salmon and you pull it through the ice, they will fine you.
Well, here they're not that anal.
And this is the live
But
free
it
dice.
better not be in your bucket.
No. If you pull it out of the hole,
A bass.
you're either supposed to cut the line or take off the hook in the hole if you can take it off.
Gotcha.
Don't ask me why. It's just a rule.
Some of that has to do with the temperature. If it's cold enough out, as soon as you pull that fish out of the water, its eyeballs will almost freeze over.
Absolutely.
It fucks up their vision.
Yep. Oh, absolutely.
So why can't you keep the bass?
Huh?
If you go bass fishing, why can't you keep the bass?
You can when they are in sea. We have a season on bass.
He has a season on
This
that.
day and this day. I think it opens in end of April and it runs till like September or November or something.
Steve, that's fucking loud.
What?
They're kind of right there.
Steve, that's louder than the fucking.
The incident?
Yes. Much
You
louder.
might want to grab your gun because I think they're coming for you.
Grab my what?
Steve, I think
He left. I don't know where he went. I think he went to check to see if they were aiming at his house.
He went to go yell at some kids.
you don't know that.
Right on, Vanessa.
Anyway,
Same thing here.
I wonder if they'd notice if I went and cracked off a few with my AR.
I'll
I
tell
can
you
just
what.
do that anytime I want to in my
Hey.
backyard.
Hey, that black powder revolver the kid upstairs has. First of all, Stevie, it's heavy as all fuck. If that thing don't weigh 6 pounds, I miss my guess.
Shit, probably more like 10 or 12.
It's fucking Steve. I'm telling you, it's heavy as fuck. Anyway, accurate as fuck, and it was really cool. You know what I mean? Hold 6. It's awesome. You know.
Right.
What are you talking about?
Steve,
what?
What?
it says they want to do another restart at 10:44 p.m. What do? It says pick a time, or I don't want to hit OK, so I just pick a time.
Yeah. Do it for 3 in the morning.
Okay. Well, I just clicked on it and I didn't get a pop-up window that said what time you want to do it. So
What were you talking about, Mike? Black powder.
you weren't here. So I did it. Okay. So I sort of did a let freedom ring last night, except I didn't film it. So I did everything but film it. How's that?
Okay.
Because before you asked why didn't you film it, I couldn't because of where I was doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but
you know what I mean?
I just thought of something though.
What?
Was it a black powder pistol?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I was going to say, do you have a black powder pistol?
I do not. My neighbor upstairs does. I was going to use my muzzle loader, but we thought.
Yeah, but you know what?
Loud and, you know.
Black powder pistols aren't considered firearms. You can own one of those, buddy.
Actually, in this state, they consider them a handgun, so I can't carry a handgun. So.
I can order them
But
here through the mail.
You still can't. You still can't. You know, not supposed to have one unless it's hunting season. You can't let one rip unless it's hunting season. You know what I mean? So
what would make anyone want to live in that fucking state? I don't know.
that's just a town law. There's plenty of.
Oh, town law doesn't supersede federal law.
There's town law. Listen to me. There's town law. There's towns out in the western part of the state, and even way out west on the New York border, that that are much easier going than this. You know, where I live, you got to remember that it's the most congested. Massachusetts has more people per capita than what the fuck did they say? It's like number 2 in the fucking in the United States, for Christ's sakes. It's just more people and less land. You know what I'm saying? So all the towns have these laws. You know, some towns don't even let you hunt in them. Like the town I grew up in, you can't even hunt in it. You know. Vanessa, you're in CT, right? CT does, but MA doesn't. MA doesn't classify muzzleloaders, rifles.
So your town is telling you you're not allowed to own something?
No. What I'm saying to you is that certain towns in the state of Massachusetts, you cannot shoot a gun.
Oh well, no, you can't shoot a gun anywhere in the United States inside city limits.
Okay, but no, that's not true. Because in certain
Chicago, they really don't care there, I guess.
No, but what I'm saying to you, Ohio, is certain towns out here in Mass and certain towns in New Hampshire, if you own a chunk of property, you're a farmer, you own fucking 100 acres of land, you can let anything you rip you want. And nobody gives a shit.
Well, see, here in Ohio,
but if there's a town ordinance, that you can't hunt in that town, you damn skippy sure you can't shoot in that town either.
Well, we have townships. If you live in a township, you can do that, or out in the county. But if you live within, village or city limits, you can't fire off a gun.
Right. Well, I guess where I live in a town of 35,000 people.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're living in town.
So, but I did it anyway. So.
You fucking rebel.
I am a rebel without a cause. But.
Yeah, right on, Frank.
And I'll tell you, his handgun ain't louder than my fucking my inline.
But what I was saying, Mike, is how you had to have all those permissions and stuff to carry a pistol. So Massachusetts considers a black powder revolver a pistol also?
Yes, I believe the law read. Let me look that up for you.
That's just crazy.
I believe the law read that.
Yeah, like Steve said, we can where we live, order them, get them sent to you through the mail. Hell, back in the 80s and 90s, you used to order them from Bass Pro Shops catalog and get them COD.
Yep.
You remember getting shit COD where you paid the UPS man?
Yeah.
Remember walking into Sears and buying a 12 gauge from Sears? Here you go.
I bought one from I bought a Marlin rifle from Kmart back in the day. Kmart used to sell guns, and the best place, remember Western Auto? They used to sell guns.
Yep.
We had a Napa in our town that sold guns.
Some of our Kmarts still do sell guns. It depends what town they're in, what the location is.
We don't have too many Kmarts still open around us. They've shut
Yeah,
most
me
of them.
neither. Yay, because they suck. Just saying.
I'd rather go to Kmart than a fucking Target, though. I can't stand Target.
Well, true. I remember back in the day, man, you go to Kmart, they had like 3 aisles of hunting and fishing stuff.
Now, they have Myers up in Michigan, right?
Yes, thank goodness.
Well, see, our Myers down here doesn't sell firearms or ammo anymore.
I'm trying to think. I know mine sells ammo.
They used to.
I don't think they sell firearms.
Yeah, they used to sell firearms and ammo. Then they just started selling ammo, and now they don't even sell ammo.
Huh.
Hateful bastards.
Right. And what's funny is all the Walmarts around where I live never sold firearms. Now they all sell firearms. So that's
Well, here's a bonus.
But it's only like,
Right.
I guess, you know what? Other day I did see a Mini 14 at Walmart, so that's pretty cool. You can still buy a Mini 14, but they don't sell ARs or anything like that.
Scary rifle.
Yeah, scary black rifles. It sounds like you're in a war zone, man. Is that
All
just
right,
somebody?
so here's how fucked up the state of Massachusetts is.
I think we all kind of know that, Mike.
Okay.
Tell us something we don't know.
Okay. Massachusetts, black powder firearms do not require an FID or an LTC. However, buying or possessing the powder, not the possessing part, I can possess it, I just can't buy it. Firing caps themselves, you at least need. No, that's not true either. So that guy's wrong.
Guess who's going to buy a black powder pistol tomorrow?
Here we go, the crescendo.
Okay. Okay, you ready? Commonwealth First Bibby, it is established that you do need an LTC to possess a black powder pistol outside of my home or business because antique firearms are exempt from the requirements, but not from the restrictions. Okay.
So you can own one. You just
so
can't
I can buy one. I can own one. I can't buy the powder for it. I can't buy the fucking primers for it. Okay. I never even loaded it. He loaded it for me yesterday. Do they take primers or they take a cap? I don't even know. I don't know.
Cap.
Anyway, I can have it in my house. I just can't carry it out of my house.
So you can buy. So basically, you can buy a hammer, right?
I can buy the gun and have the gun. It's the same thing with my dude. It's the same thing with my muzzle loader right now.
But you can't possess the powder for it or the lead.
I can't walk into a store and buy Pyrex for my gun.
You know, Mike, when the revolution started in your state?
Do you know where it dude? It started right in Boston, right on what do you call it? Frankie, what's the name of the street?
That was also against the law at the time. Just saying.
So that's why I'm going with pellet. That's why I'm going to go get a fucking 30 fucking caliber fucking pellet gun or 45 caliber fucking pellet gun. Or an air gun. Air pellet, you know what I mean?
Can you own one and keep it over at your place in New Hampshire?
Yeah, but I wouldn't leave anything over there all year round.
No.
But yes, I see what you're saying. I can leave it up there, yes. I can look.
No, I'm just saying buy your powder. I
can't buy powder in New Hampshire. They're gonna, because if I'm not a resident, they're gonna ask me for my ID and blah blah blah. So here's the thing. I have relatives in the state of New Hampshire, Vermont. I can get anything I need. You know what I mean?
Right. Wink, wink.
Right. Yeah, State Street. Thank you, Frankie. But yeah, it's just silly.
Yeah, I don't know how the law works in Ohio about that. Like, yeah, because it's not considered a firearm.
So I'll go right to the.
So therefore, could I just carry one wherever I went? Like it doesn't. I mean, we have open carry here, but you can't open carry in a car. I wonder if I could just open carry a fucking black powder pistol because it's not really considered a firearm.
Yeah. Good luck with your beatings. Just saying.
Right.
I'm just. I mean, that would be something. I'm gonna have to research that just for shits and giggles and try to find out more about it.
I would think that would definitely.
Somebody would have to take that to Supreme Court to win it, probably. You know what I mean?
I would think that would be definitely tiptoeing on the line.
Yeah.
It all depends who pulled you over.
Or if you carried it concealed without a concealed carry. Because technically it's not a pistol, it's not a firearm. I wonder if it falls under like all other ordinances or whatever that is.
Oh yeah, that could be too.
I don't know. Be interesting to actually see what I can find out about it.
See, when they first got concealed carry up here, they used to call the CCW, concealed carry weapons.
Yeah.
Or something like that. And they changed it.
Now is it a CHO?
People were carrying knives and stuff that couldn't have firearms.
Well, we just went one step closer to constitutional carry, so that's cool.
Okay.
But what's funny is on the news, these pro-gun people, he's been in an NRA for 37 years, and he's a certified instructor, and he is against he's against this new law. He thinks people should have training. Well, fuck yeah, he does, because he's charging people $100 to go through his class.
Right.
If he, of course he's against it because you don't have to take the class anymore. That's how he's fucking ripping people off.
$100 for the class and $20 an hour range time too.
Yeah. And there's always one old FUD against it. It's always some FUD about fucking 60, 70 years old. Well, I teach, there's nothing that you learn in that fucking class that you can't learn in 10 minutes online. If you want to be strict about it, let's do a fucking half-hour course online that you got to watch a video online, then take a test online. And then once you take that test, there, bam, if you can fucking carry whatever you want, however you want, as long as it's free.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Right. They're like, oh, they need training. We teach people, when to pull their gun and what the consequences are. And I'm like, anything you teach them, you can learn in 10 minutes on an online search. Or that the little book that the state gives you, the little tiny, I don't know, Big Dog probably knows what I'm talking about, from the Attorney General's office, the concealed carry book. It tells you all the laws and what states, reciprocity and all that stuff. Fair. You go to any county fair and someone's handing them out. Some conservative conservation club or something's always handing them out.
Right.
It's free literature from the state. I just get sick of FUDs, man.
Right on, HRM. He says, screw all gun ownership regulations. No compromise.
All right. Well, that's the way I feel. Can't legislate evil, man.
Right. And evil don't follow the rules.
Right.
Anyhow.
Well, it's just like, hey, are fireworks in Michigan legal?
Yes, they are now. Woo-hoo.
Okay. All right. Well, see, you can buy them in Ohio, but you're not allowed to shoot them off. But,
what?
Yeah.
What kind of condom is that?
It's like tannerite. You can buy tannerite here, but you can't mix it. If you mix it, it's a misdemeanor. If you shoot it and blow it up, it's a felony.
Really?
Yeah, in my Let Freedom Ring video, I've got 2 felonies in my video.
Damn, I didn't know that. Whoops.
It's actually under the state fire codes. It doesn't fall under regular ordinances. It falls under fire codes. Most deputy sheriffs and police officers and stuff don't even know about it. They don't really care. But you get some
what I don't understand.
Fire marshal, get a fire marshal with a fucking stick up his ass.
What I don't understand, isn't that shit, I lost the word now because you interrupted me.
Like entrapment?
Yeah. If they sell them, but you can't shoot them off, what the fuck are you supposed to do with them? Hide them under your bed?
I don't know. You're allowed to possess them. You're just not allowed to mix them.
That's
you talking about fireworks? Yeah, you can buy them. What you do is when you buy the fireworks at the fireworks store, you sign this thing saying that you were going to take them out of state.
Oh, that's horse hockey.
Yeah.
In other words, they want your money, but you can't enjoy yourself.
Right.
When I made that video, my dad was like, "Did you go tell your neighbors you were shooting off in the backyard?" Ah, fuck them. It was 2:00 in the afternoon. I'm shooting guns. Piss on them.
Right. There's that crazy neighbor out there shooting again.
All right. They'll think twice before they ever try to break into my fucking house.
Well,
my neighbor was shooting.
What I was going to say real quick though was since like fireworks are illegal in Ohio, but if you sit here on 4th of July and just watch the skies and listen, it happens all over the place. So that's kind of like how gun control works. You can make them illegal, but people are still going to do it.
Right. Yeah. How long ago? I think that like 5 or 6 years ago, they made them legal here. Cool. Now they sell them on every corner. We used to have to drive to Ohio to buy fireworks. Anybody that went to like Cedar Point or something, dude, you had to stop at the border and buy fireworks. That was all there was to it.
Yeah.
Fill the trunk. Hell, we used to sell them when we were kids.
I'm gonna head in
the 60s
with a permit, of course.
Mikey, I might be able to jump back in a minute. If I'm back. If not, you guys have a good night.
Ciao, man.
Good night.
Later, buddy.
What are you looking up, Mike?
He's on YouPorn again.
Now,
3 midgets and a goat.
He probably made a loop of Gunpowder Beauty hiding her phone, and he's just watching it over and over.
Oh, he's chooching. Look at him. He's chooching.
Stovepipe. Isn't that funny?
I played that. I got my kid saying that. I was on a hangout with Chris the other day, and I had Tristan run up and say that. He fucking died laughing. It was hilarious.
I've caught people on the street saying pugisms, and I just called them right out. Pug 1. And they're like, "How'd you know?" It's like, are you kidding? That guy's all over.
I got to get a passport. He keeps saying, "You got to come up to Inwood." The fuck would I want to go to Inwood, bro?
I'd like to see the shack. That'd be kind of cool.
It would. I don't know if I want to sit through the line of getting a passport for it, though.
A line? You don't just go to the post office and zip, done?
That ain't the way it works no more, the way I understand it.
That's the way my post office works. Of course, I got 4,000 people in my town, but
I was going to say, do we really want to trust your postal service, considering, I mean,
well,
just saying.
So far, they've delivered everything I've sent.
Just not things that you were to receive.
Can't you do the enhanced license now? At the DMV?
What's that?
It's basically a passport, but it's right on your license.
You know, I don't know, to be honest with you.
Check into it. That might be easier way.
I won't know till next year. I got to get my license renewed in 2020, so I'll find out then.
No, in the DMV, they'll give everybody vision tests because it's year 2020. Get it? Somebody
Wah,
did.
wah, wah, wah. I have to say, Steve, I like the 40 way better than I like the SR.
Well, you might have trader in on another, like a 9mm in the same thing as that 40.
I'll just buy 240s and then make a shoulder rig for it.
Ooh, how Miami Vice is that? That's, I think, that's what I used to carry, either a 40 or a 45.
When Miami Vice was on, my dad was a huge Miami Vice nut, and I was not allowed to talk. He would take me to Family Toy Warehouse and buy me G.I. Joe that you had to put together, so that when Miami Vice came on, I had to try to put together my G.I. Joe fucking truck by myself, so I wouldn't talk when Miami Vice was on.
That was a hot.
He had the whole 3/4 suit thing like friggin' Don Johnson. Oh yeah.
Oh boy. Suit pulled up, no socks, in your sweaty ass slimy shoes.
Wingtips and wingtips.
Yeah, that was a hot mess. I tried it once. It's like, nope. Ain't gonna happen. Right on, Frank. That shit scares me too. They want to fingerprint you and shit on your driver's license.
They asked me if I wanted my social security number on my driver's license. I was like, fuck no.
What?
You know, for years we had our number on our Medicare cards was our social security number with an extra letter at the end. Finally, they freaking changed that, but I was a nervous wreck anytime I'm walking around with my social security number and I have to show it, and they finally stopped doing that shit.
I think my vision insurance at work was using our social security number as your ID number. It's like, what the hell, you idiot? So I got to give this to every doctor I go to, or every eye doctor I go to.
Well, it was that way with Medicare for the longest time. Just couldn't believe it.
Mike is watching porn. His head's getting shiny.
He still hasn't figured out how to unmute himself.
He's not muted.
How do you know his head's shiny? That's kind of, yeah.
Camera.
Why would she think I don't know how to unmute myself?
It seemed like you were muted earlier, and it looked like you were moving your lips.
No, I'm stuck on that fucking
law.
Yeah.
No God.
It's driving me batty.
They're probably using your camera to take your picture.
So it just type.
So I had something interesting happen. I had to send something to Australia. Holy shit. Hope and pray you never have to mail anything to Australia.
You have to fill
$84.
Woof. Canada's close behind, but they're about 35 or 40.
Holy shit. And that was guaranteed delivery by July 12th.
Wow, that's quick.
And I sent it Tuesday. So Tuesday the 2nd. So 10 days. It was almost $85, $84 and change.
You better hope that Tom Hanks movie don't happen with it.
Are you referencing some movie that, occurred when I was 5, so I have no clue what the fuck you're talking about?
What's it called? Castaway?
Okay, so I was 15.
Yeah. The one where he gets stranded on the island?
Wilson! Yeah, that one.
Of course, that could be the package he don't open and actually delivers.
I'm getting fucking tired of looking.
Well, quit looking.
I am. I just did.
UPS lost my package. I ordered some stickers for Redneck Renegade, and I wanted to get them out to him by 4th of July. And it took me 2 days of going back and forth with UPS to figure out where they dropped it off on. And it was supposedly 4 doors down, and they say they keep leaving a message to put the box back outside so they can pick it up and properly deliver it. And nothing has happened. Luckily, my sticker company has insurance, and I called them up and they did a reprint.
Cool.
So I can't get them to Redneck Renegade before 4th of July, but
those are awesome.
And these are the super thin, durable vinyl that you can put on wine bottles, beer bottles.
Yep.
Cool.
Dishwasher safe.
Yeah.
I felt so bad sending him those packaging tape and told him he could use them as stickers because mine fell off my sticker board within 2 weeks.
Aww.
You're only good for packing tape and being thrown out with boxes. But I got a damn good deal on those freaking labels.
I wonder what your neighbor's doing with them.
Yeah. What I was thinking was this is the first time I didn't put any text. I was like, you know what? It doesn't look good with text. I just leave it. It's his profile pic. It's a common picture, popular picture. I got to thinking, man, they got to get them on something where I didn't put any text, and it's a very popular picture. Of course, they're going to fucking keep them.
Well, when they drive down the road with one on their car, you know who's got them.
Well, I gave them a sob story 2 days ago. I told them about UPS and screwing things up. Oh, yeah, we noticed that note on our door that said waiting for a package. They're waiting for us to give them a package to come pick up, but they didn't say any more. I gave them a sob story and said, hoping that they would give them back. I said, I've got this friend. This is true. His son died serving our country, and I really wanted to get these stickers to him before 4th of July, which was true. But I just really tried to bring it out of them, Well, either UPS give them to somebody else, these guys are being assholes, like opening other people's mail.
HRM, what's happening, kid? Hey, Stevie, I never know what time their radio show gets over. What time do you know what time it gets over?
I think like 10:30 or maybe 11. On Spreaker, if there's no show scheduled, they can go as long as they want.
Oh, okay.
They got freedom to do that on that. As long as nobody pops up, they can just keep going.
All right.
And it also depends on the amount of alcohol consumed sometimes.
Well, I was going to say, send them a link if you want, but I don't know if they're still on or they're, you know what I mean?
Right. I'll send them one. No problemo, por favor.
I'm sorry I took the time to try to look for that. I just wanted to get it straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak, right from Massachusetts general gun laws. And I'm going to share the link with you guys, but I know it's really sketchy and it's really stupid, and It's like the semi-on. I can have a semi-automatic shotgun, but I can't have more than 5. It just doesn't make any sense. You know.
Well, I think 5 is normal.
Is it?
Yeah.
5-round capacity, or
Yeah, they don't have 8. I thought they had an 8.
usually the tactical, like home defense guns have 8, but your standard field barrel and stuff, standard field gun just 5.
Is it?
A lot of them only hold 3 because, like, you're only allowed to carry 3 rounds to duck hunt with.
Shoot, any bird, It's only
well,
3.
they hold more, but they put a stick in there so it won't.
Yeah, they got a plug.
In 3.
Mine. This is my plug right there. It's
you can't show that on live.
Look at that's all that plug is right there.
I use it.
That's the plug that came out of my fucking Mossberg.
Yep.
So
I just drop a number 2 pencil down inside mine in the spring.
But I know a kid that he forgot. So instead of trying to make one out in the woods, he just thought he'd put 3 in it and call it a day.
Nope.
He got lucky. He put 3 in it. They checked. And he said, I'm not going to lie to you. He said, I took the wrong gun. He said, but I only have 3 in there. He said, I apologize. And they let him go.
Wow.
They let him go.
You break duck hunting laws, you get busted with the state and federal.
Yeah. Do you know it's a $250? Do you know it's a $250,000 fine, and it's a felony to shoot a bald eagle?
How much fine again?
$250,000.
Well, yeah.
Well, here's my problem. You see all these YouTube videos of taking deer, eagles coming down, taking deer, taking fucking every wild animal known to man, right? So, you really think that if I have my daughter has a fucking cat or a small dog, and the fucking thing comes down and fucking takes it, and you don't think I'm going to take a fucking pot shot at it?
You better not, because he's got the freedom to do that. It's his country.
I hear only Native Americans can own an eagle feather.
Let me tell you something. I put a fucking bullet right through that fucking thing in the heartbeat. That, and it's a stupid ass fucking $200 fine for shooting fucking seagulls. Fucking seagulls, like dime a fucking dozen, and you can't fucking shoot them. Makes no sense to me.
Only because it's our national symbol. That might have a little to do with it.
A seagull?
No, eagle.
Oh, the eagle?
The seagull one boggles my mind also. I know there are endangered ones mixed in certain breeds and species and stuff, but your regular old seagull, yeah. Wrap them with wings.
I'm doing all right, HRM. I hope things get better for you. I've been down that road, so I feel for you, kid.
Are eagles off the endangered list?
I don't know. Preppin just asked that. It's a good question, Preppin. I don't know. But like I said, what normal human being would just, oh, that's an eagle, I can't. So goodbye, dog. Goodbye, fucking cat. Goodbye, whatever fucking pet you had. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh, I'm totally a heartless person.
You know.
On August 9th, 2007, the bald eagle was removed from the federal list of threatened and endangered species.
There you go. 12 years ago. So it's not even endangered. Fuck it. Take my dog, I'm shooting you.
And I had the Chihuahua. If the eagle had come down and taken the Chihuahua, I would have been like,
the fucking hawk will take a fucking Chihuahua.
Right. Mike, I have a feeling if the eagle swooped down in your backyard to get your dog, you'd be running for cover because them things are like scary huge.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they got one at the zoo, and the fucking thing's head is. The fucking thing's head's like this. It's just fucking unbelievable. It's just
Yeah.
and the talons on the
So,
fucking the talons on the thing are longer than my fucking fingers, for Christ's sakes.
I
I
know.
got a bird sanctuary nearby. It's got a couple.
Cool. Did you know Benjamin Franklin wanted the turkey to be our national symbol?
That's because there was millions of them back then.
Thanksgiving would have been totally different.
Yeah, we'd probably be eating eagles.
Use them claws to pick your teeth. Hell, you wouldn't need forks and knives. They come ready to go. Just crack off a finger and
What the fuck state was it that they didn't see any more turkeys or whatever? So somebody over here on the East Coast brought them to was it not Pennsylvania? What the fuck state was it?
they've moved turkeys to like almost every state.
Yeah, because they couldn't. There was no more turkeys, so
Yeah,
they
we
brought a
didn't have,
shit ton from here, from some state in the Northeast, and introduced them back.
Turkeys used to be rare here, and now we got towns that we got to figure out what we're going to do about them because they're attacking people and shit.
yeah.
Well, Ohio. I think I told you Ohio, but no. If I didn't, but I thought I did. Anyway, this guy come home and brand spanking fucking new truck, and it's got fucking 80 million fucking
Scratch marks and pick marks.
Yep.
Pecker tracks.
You know what it was?
Fucking turkey.
The fucking turkey's looking in the fucking reflection, seeing another fucking turkey.
Wow.
I'm like, fuck that, kill that fucking thing.
Right.
Fucking $50,000 fucking vehicle that just got fucking. I used a fucking paint job.
You saying the next time I go turkey hunting, I should just take a mirror?
Take a mirror away.
Let the turkey come at itself.
Take a mirror away. You know, I've only gone once, and people keep like a buddy of mine keeps telling me, "Oh, you can't sit still. You'll never be able to fucking turkey hunt with me." Da, 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 da. He goes, the turkeys, they smell you, they see you, they take off. So you know what I did? I took a picture of the 5 turkeys, one of which I gave my potato chips for my lunch. Okay? And I took a picture of it and sent it to him. I go, are these the turkeys that run away from you? He was fucking bullshit.
Yeah, go hunting and see what happens.
He was pissed. He was pissed. He's like, yeah, fuck you. It's different in the woods. You know that. It's fuck you. I go, well, let me explain something to you. I go, they smell the fucking nicotine all over me and blah, 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 blah. I goes, and they're not running. Why would they run in the woods?
Turkeys don't use their sniffer like that.
No, but I'm just saying, I moved, I did everything, and they didn't spook. So why would they spook in the woods?
Okay.
No, I'm asking. I'm not being a dink. I'm just asking.
I don't know why, but it's totally different when you're in their environment and they're not in your yard. Crossing the road and in your yard and in town and stuff, they act stupid as hell. But you go in the woods and try to get one, it's a totally different game. Turkey hunting in the woods, unless you're baiting them into a field or something, like you just go out into the woods in the turkey area and try to call one to you, is tougher than deer hunting.
Really?
Isn't that weird? I haven't figured it out either.
Aren't they though, Frankie? They suck.
In order for me to get a turkey, I think I'm just going to have to hit it with my car.
Hey, you Digger, what's going on? Good to see you. How was your 4th? Hello, Heather.
Why do I think I know that name?
Heather Lynn?
Yeah.
You're thinking of the other one.
What other one?
You're thinking of the other Lynn.
No.
No?
I have to go check out her videos. Look kind of familiar too. She has a couple videos up.
Yeah.
I may have came across her in YouTube land at one time.
You may have.
It's hard telling.
Fire juggling at the Kennedy Street Fair. That's fucked up. That's dangerous. That's fucking awesome, though. Watching people do that. It amazes me how they do it and not get fucking burned.
Lots of practice.
Huh?
Lots of practice.
Oh, that's good, Yupa. Good to hear.
I'm struggling to stay awake. I probably should get going.
Aw.
You're the youngest one here. Just saying.
Yeah, got a lot going on.
Well, sleep well. And thanks for coming on with us.
Thanks. You guys take care. Bye, everybody.
Have a good night.
Hi, nice to see you.
Have a good night. Hey, does anybody know what HMR said?
What?
HMR said that people need to wake up, and he agrees with Ohio. I don't remember what I said.
Oh, I don't know, but I just read Heather's fucking thing.
What?
I don't usually hang out in the drama chats with Rosie.
Who the fuck is Rosie?
Huh?
What the
Stevie
fuck
knows.
is Rosie?
Stevie knows who Rosie is.
Rosie's awesome. But she does have some drama chats.
Well, you're gonna
Some.
enlighten me as to who the fuck Rosie is?
I can't remember her last name. Rosie
Lynn.
From TR? Rosie O'Kelly from TR.
Kelly.
Yes.
Rosie O'Kelly.
Yes.
Look her up. Interesting chats. That's all I can
Yeah,
say.
if that's what I think you're on about, yeah, no, me okay.
She's also very, very intelligent when it comes to investments and stuff. She's
Yeah,
got
she
some interesting videos out there about investing.
Hey, I'll be back.
Okay.
We'll be here.
Rosie O'Kelly. I wonder if that's where I've seen Miss Heather.
Are you out smoking again, young lady? Judging by the sucking sound, yes, you are.
What?
Heather, do you hang out over by G Mangoes by chance?
Heather knows G Mangoes?
I don't know. I'm asking.
Oh. She did that on purpose.
What?
Aha, yes, she loves G. Maybe that's where I
G
Heather
Mango.
Lynn.
Yeah. Maybe that's where we found out where you are, Heather.
Right on,
G
brother
Mangoes.
G.
G usually stops in and says hi on Fridays if he has time.
Right on, Sarah. Cool, prepping.
My wife asked me what was in the package. I said enough stickers to make me have to go buy a new safe to put them on.
Dude, you missed your call.
I'm sure. Get her pissed off at me for your buying habit.
You big dummy.
She said,
When your wife asks you what is in the package, you're supposed to say, "Why don't you check the package?"
right, yeah. She goes, "Is that from your new girlfriend?" And I was like, "Yeah, maybe."
Are you jealous?
Hey, asshole, get in line.
Y'all are gonna get me fucking shot.
That's all right. We're not going to feel a thing. Yeah, he is, Richie.
I told her, I said, no. I said, yeah, but I said, she's got a husband, so we're going to have to learn how to sling.
Oh my god.
Have you seen those commercials? The sling commercials? You want to go in our house and sling?
You mean pushing the kids in the backyard kind of swinging?
Jay, what? You're the only one who
Sling,
thought that.
SLING. Sling, the TV thing, TV app. Have you seen those commercials?
We sling with the windows. With
Jay
the
Watt's the only one that
curtains
caught that.
open. What's the other commercial?
Fucking Jay Watt's always on his game.
Slinging with the neighbors. Yeah.
Swinging?
Just a swinging.
Yeah, Heather, we're not into, I don't do drama here. It's no fun.
Nope.
You know,
Just
Save
little
the drama for your mama.
we
no
just
drama.
talk about anything under the sun, you know?
What's your pleasure?
Oh, and I'm sorry. Hello, Uncle Kyle. I know you're going to listen later, so my apologies for not shouting you out earlier. Please don't yell at me.
Hey,
Hope
Uncle
things are
Kyle.
well. Hope things are well.
Hey.
Hope you had a good 4th.
Okay, Jay Watt starts drama every once in a while when he retracts his messages all the time.
Oh, I got you back. Thanks, Heather. Yeah, Jay Watt. He's funny. I've known Jay Watt for a long, long time. So, Mikey, what's the plan for chats when we get rid of Hangouts in September? Or Steve, however wants to answer. Well, we don't know yet. Stevie and I know, Rich, you weren't here when we just started it. Thank you again. I know when you were here when we started, but I'm gonna look into the new chat. I went on. It's called beta, and so I didn't see. So there's 2 chats, right, Rich? When you set up the chat, there's the inside, right, obviously, and then the outside that you guys are in. And in the inside chat, there's a address bar where I can copy the link and send it to anybody I want. Okay, via email, Facebook, whatever. All right. I did not see that on the new one, and they also didn't have an invite button. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't know exactly what's going to happen with the chats.
Oh,
You can still have chats. Don't misunderstand me. It just might be a loner chat where who's ever having a chat is by themselves.
that's called a blog.
Yeah.
You start.
You know what I mean? And then you have the people in the room where, you know, in the side chat. So
Frank brought up BitChute, and I've heard that from a few people. I'm going to have to go check that out.
what is that?
It's a YouTube-ish kind of thing.
And you can do chats there?
That's what I've been hearing from people. Live streams and stuff.
Huh.
So we'll have to see.
Does it cost money?
It's hard telling. I kind of doubt it. We'll see.
I mean, it's like $5 a month. I don't give a fuck, you know?
True. Might have to sit through a Toyota commercial or something.
Right. So I hope that answers your question, Richie. It's kind of sucked because I've been doing these chats for quite some time. Ohio and I started this fucking thing. I'll definitely text you. Ohio and I started this thing a long time ago.
Right.
I don't remember the year, but if Gear Gryden, I've been calling Gear Gryden the chat historian since day one because the kid doesn't fucking forget nothing.
Yeah, remember that.
No, you don't.
Don't ever do deer wrong.
The kid doesn't remember nothing. I mean, he doesn't forget nothing. And anywho, I've liked it ever since day one. You know, I've told this story 10,000 times. Ohio's the one that named the chat the Quagmire. We used to come on after Johnny and TR and Stump was on there for a while, and on Friday nights, and we just went from there. But so it'll be a bummer if it's not the same layout. You know what I mean?
Something else to get used to, I suppose.
Tonight, 3 of your comments were blocked by YouTube. Why, Frankie? I didn't block anybody's comments tonight, brother.
YouTube chats has their own words that they blocked.
Really?
Yep.
Are you serious?
Serious as a heart attack.
Frankie, you have my phone number? Yeah, fuck it. I don't even care. Frankie, get a pen and pencil ready. And when you have it ready, let me know. And I'm going to put my phone number in because then I'm going to cancel it. So somebody watching from Africa next week can't grab my phone number. You know what I mean?
What, some 1-900 number?
Right.
Start getting high. It's Mike DeLucia there.
Yeah. Actually, I think it was Jay Watterson had a chat one night, and we were actually testing.
Wait a minute. Did you just say Jay Watt had a chat?
I'm pretty sure it was Jay Watt had just a chat like by him,
Really?
but nobody on the panel. We just went live, like next to a campfire, or something like that.
Really? Jay Watt, you had a fucking chat. I wasn't invited. I don't even want to talk.
This was probably live.
Do you know how long I've been trying to get him on a fucking chat?
I might be mistaken. I thought it was Jay Watt.
Frank says, ready.
Okay. You already know the area code, Frankie, right? So we'll just do it this way. Because you know it's not the same as your area code. It's the area code that starts with the 9, Frankie.
That should do it, Mike. You should be okay by now. Been in there for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put remove it.
YouTube is censoring the side chat.
Hang on.
It's gone.
Is it? Oh, because it's not gone on my end.
Yeah, it's gone. Yeah, it's gone.
YouTube is what, Ohio?
YouTube is censoring the side chat. There's certain words that they don't allow. Most of it's racial stuff and threatening stuff, but sometimes
I can see the racial stuff, but
right. But sometimes it gets confused because it's just a fucking.
Frankie's not a racist, though.
No, but I mean, it gets confused with like some of the words. I mean, you never know. I mean, with the punctuation and stuff. Yeah, it's a lot of people were complaining about it not too long ago.
You didn't get it at all, Frankie?
He did.
So you can't put your phone number out there anymore?
No, he said he didn't get it all. So put the last 4 digits up again.
You need the last 4 digits, Frankie? That's the last 4, Frank. See now, and there's the blonde beauty over there that says she doesn't have my phone. I'm gonna just put it again in the fucking thing, and she didn't take it down.
What's that tell you, brother? Just saying.
You know what I mean? Fuck, she's not even paying attention to me anymore. She used to.
Frank says not the area code.
Huh?
He says he needs the area code.
Frank, the area code that starts with the 9. We only have 2 area codes in this state, bro. Hey, Josh, how are you?
John.
Oh, my heavens.
There he is.
What has happened?
What's up, brother?
Not much. We live?
Yep.
No turning back from this point.
There you go, Frankie. That one right there, brother. I'm sorry. I just figured that you would know, Frank. My bad, brother. Yeah. I forgot the 413. Fuck the 413.
Mickey, you gotta stop fucking the 413.
I have to, though. I'm only breaking Richie's balls.
So what's the topic tonight?
What are we doing? Nothing. We're just shooting the shit. We were talking about guns earlier, and
all the ones Mike can't have.
all the ones I can't have.
Gee, are you seriously? We don't want to have that conversation, right?
Right.
All right, Frankie, cool.
Holy crap.
What's the middle part of the phone number?
Massachusetts is just about taking your balls away.
I'll tell you what, though. I do love the state in the sense of how much they pay me, for a job. And I like the sense of, I know it's kind of ironic, but I do like the history of the state. You know what I mean? Obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Me liking history anyways. But, and like I said, the western part, I call it the woodsy area of the state.
Yeah.
Out by the Quagmire Reservoir is beautiful. And then you go way out west into the Berkshires. It's a beautiful, beautiful state. Now, I'm not a beach goer, so I really don't. I'm not a Cape guy. I don't like the Cape. For those who don't understand what I'm talking about when I say the Cape, if you look at a map of Massachusetts, it's the arm from here down is called the Cape.
There's a whole bunch of places in a lot of different states that you don't like. I don't like. It depends on what your childhood was.
I can't take the gun laws. I don't like the excise tax on my vehicle.
Look on your face, gunpowder.
Taking out a fucking potato, I got a wicked bad pain in my ear.
Well, look at her face. Looked like she just opened the bathroom door and seen something she didn't want to see.
It's just this ticking. Yeah, right in my ear.
Who is? Listen, I'm not complaining about what you were just doing for me earlier, and ask Jay what I meant, and he'll tell you. Heather, do you mean John? John, say hi to Heather Lynn.
Heather Lynn, how are you?
That's John.
I have to
be more specific, John. Do me a favor, will you? Just say hi out in the thing.
Well, I'm trying to get to the thing right now, so hang tight.
Thank you, sir.
Heather Lynn, just 1 second, miss.
Thank you, sir. So, obviously, other than the gun laws, but it is a nice state to live in. It really is.
There's a lot of positive about Massachusetts.
Yeah, it's expensive some places to live and this, that, and the other thing, but the money's there too.
Like it's positively the worst fucking place to live?
No, it's not. It really isn't. And enough for nothing, it's my fault that I can't have what I want. So I have nobody to blame but myself.
See that?
I have nobody to blame but myself anyways, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's just ridiculous, though, that sodomy of a farm animal is a type of thing that keeps you from having it.
No, buddy, that's Maine. That's where John lives.
No.
John lives. John
back your ass up. What?
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Back your ass up.
All right. John lives where the men are men and the sheep run scared.
Oh, okay? There's no goddamn sheep here. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
if there was a sheep here, we'd have fucking killed it and fucking eaten it.
There's no sheep there, but every sheep in the guy's backyard goes, Dad.
Oh, my God. Fucking got that joke line from Penske. Rented. Oh, my God.
John, let me tell you about Mike. The first time I met Mike in person, we were going to another YouTuber's place, and I was driving, and I seen this sheep, and it had its head stuck in a fence on the side of the road.
Wait. You were actually with Mike.
Yeah. So I pulled over, And I was like, dude, we got to do something about this sheep. Look, its head stuck in there. So the only thing I could think of is I just pulled down my pants and I gave that sheep everything I could give it, right? Then I looked at Mike and I said, okay, your turn. He said, okay. And he stuck his head in the fence.
I figured he asked you for $5. You got $5?
That.
Oh my God. Mike, you gotta love that or hate it or whatever the fuck. Yeah, that's tough.
Speaking of that, does anybody know where "ba" means no gone?
Who? What?
A guy that used to be hang out with us. "Ba" means no is his YouTube.
Oh, I remember that channel.
That was like the best YouTube name.
Trying to think. Was he a guy from the Philippines?
I have no clue. I don't know anything about him. He just like disappeared. Poof.
That's messed up. I'm trying to figure out where the damn chat is. Am I on yours, Mikey, or am I on Steve's?
Mike's.
Mike's. Okay, there we go.
The Quagmire.
The Quaggy.
So, Richie, I understand. I don't have, laws are laws, but like in California right now, what they're doing is, I don't think it passed yet, but there's a thing in the House or the Senate or something in California where it's like it's almost like an "I forgive you" type law type thing, where after so many years, they take misdemeanors not away, but they
expunge them.
Nope, they're not expunged. They're still there to be seen, but they're not going to forbid you to have a gun or whatever.
Misdemeanors don't stop you from having a gun in the first place.
Not true.
Depending on what it is.
Not true. There's a couple of misdemeanors out there. Actually, there's 3 that I know of anyways. In the state of Massachusetts, if you have a DUI after 1996, you can get it. You just have to wait a short period of time, i.e. something like California does. After a certain amount of time, that record is still there. They don't take it away, but they're looking at it saying, hey, you did something fucking 20 years ago. We're not going to hold it again. It wasn't, you didn't shoot somebody in the forehead.
Is that part of the California law where you now have to have a background check to buy ammo?
I don't know.
It's kind of a give and take.
Richie, yes and no. Yes and no, Richie, because it all depends. Like, there's that senator, Rich, that senator is the name of the law that's in every state of the union. Has that law. It is a federal law. But it all like New Hampshire doesn't do it all. Okay, so here's how I was talking to a guy from Maine, and he said, by the way, not just some random guy. I was talking to a warden, and he was telling me a lot of states hire companies, believe it or not, to do the search. Okay, yep. So it's not you walk into a gun store, buy a gun, and the guy at the gun store makes the call to make sure you're not a felon. Okay, he's not necessarily calling the FBI.
Yeah, it's the next check.
Okay, so some states, it all depends where it is. So can I get one in New Hampshire? I called and asked the state of New Hampshire. The state of New Hampshire says, yes, I can own a handgun. Yes, I can carry a handgun. But the state says that, okay? And Ohio's going to laugh at me now because a little bit ago, Ohio was saying, oh, federal law supersedes everything. Well, yes and no. So
federal law supersedes town ordinances.
Okay. Well, state law in New Hampshire says I can own a weapon. Okay. All right.
Right.
Federal law. Okay. So in other words, if I get stopped by Border Patrol, okay, and I'm carrying a handgun in the state of New Hampshire, and they looked it up, wanted to break my balls, they can arrest me for having a handgun on my body. Same scenario.
I'm glad you're talking about this.
Hang on. Same scenario. I get stopped by the state police of New Hampshire or Maine or Vermont. Okay. They're not gonna do a federal run on me.
Is it because you're a Massachusetts resident?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, but if you actually moved to New Hampshire and was a New Hampshire resident,
it's the same thing. If a Border Patrol agent pulled me over and did a federal thing on me and I had a handgun, I can go to jail.
Why?
Because those are the laws, brother.
What laws? Federal law?
Yes.
For what? For having a DUI?
It crosses over. You're not talking about that, Mike. It crosses over. They transcend different jurisdictions, shall we call it.
Right.
So you're telling me if I went to visit Mikey
Yep.
in Massachusetts and I got a DUI while I was up there.
And you went to renew your gun license.
And I went to what? Renew my gun license in Ohio?
If you're a Mass resident, all right? No, it has to be the other way around. I'm a Mass resident. I go out to see you, and I get a DUI, right? And then, a month or two later, my gun license ran out, and I had to go re-up for my gun license, and I got a DUI. Yeah, you have to put it down, right? I can reapply later on, but they're not going to give it to me in the state of Massachusetts. They're going to make me wait 2 or 3 years. They're going to make me wait 2 or 3 years to get it.
And it is the way it works.
Because in the Mass General Law, it says you can't get it at all. But state law, they play with it because the chief of police in my hometown said that. Don't worry about it.
What would happen if you would move to Ohio or Michigan?
Same exact thing was if it happened if I moved to New Hampshire or Vermont or Maine. I can buy one. Again, if a federal officer runs me deep, then I can get arrested. Which makes no sense because the felon that saved the cop's life out in Arizona, okay? So there was a guy out in Arizona who was a felon who had a license to carry a gun, okay? Saved a state trooper's ass. The guy was going to kill a state trooper in the passerby.
Do you know he had a license? Because Arizona doesn't require one.
Well, he shot the guy in the fucking. He shot the guy that was going to kill the cop, and there was a whole big thing on it. It's all over you. It's on YouTube.
Okay.
But those are
I haven't seen any videos because my feed is full of just nothing but Let Freedom Ring videos.
And the reason why I was talking to the warden was I asked the warden if I could come up and still use my shotgun or a rifle to go hunting. And because they don't have, I don't need an FID card in New Hampshire. In Maine. Okay. And he said, technically, no. But he wouldn't push the envelope.
You should be able to.
Then that's what he said. He said, but most guys aren't going to know. He said, so I'm going to tell you right now. He says, you're probably going to wind up in cuffs.
So what happens if you go to the gun dealer just to buy a gun? Are they going to pass you?
No.
No? Okay, so the next check is going to come back as a...
You're playing with federal and state, federal and state, federal and state.
Yeah, but the NICS check is federal.
Right.
So if they run a NICS check like every licensed FFL is supposed to, when they run the check, he'll come back okay.
But here's the thing. Okay. So in the state of New Hampshire, this state law says the charges I have on my thing, they don't give a fuck about. As long as I am not a felon, which I'm not, in the state of New Hampshire, I don't know about any other state. Actually, Maine's the same way. As long as I'm not a felon in that state, I can walk into I can walk into a gun store and walk the fuck out with a gun.
Well,
because they're not going to do it. What do you call it? Because I'm a resident of that state. You understand what I'm saying to you? So in other words, when you're a resident of the state of New Hampshire, Ohio, they're only looking for felonies. Is he a felon? Nope. Thank you. Bye. That's all they give a fuck about.
Sure.
Massachusetts, does he have this charge, this charge, this charge, this charge, this charge? Yep. Thank you. No, you can't buy a gun.
So do you guys got to do separate background checks other than the 4473 NICS?
Yep.
I told you it's fucked up in Ohio.
So
I wouldn't lie.
So me or Steve can go to our store in Ohio or Michigan, do our background check through NICS, and walk out with a gun in 10 minutes. You guys got to go through more than one NICS check. You got to go through a state check also.
Well, I don't know about yours, Ohio, but on mine it says right on there, have you been
No, I'm not, Richie. I'm a resident.
Convicted of a domestic? It says right on there.
Well, the 4473 is a federal form, so let's just look it up.
Listen to me. There's a federal law with he's dead now. There's a federal law with some congressman or whatever. It begins with an L. I don't know if his first name began with an L or his last name. Okay. It's a federal law that if you have been charged, if you have been convicted or pled guilty to any type of domestic.
Right.
Okay. That you cannot have federally. This is federally. You cannot own a gun. Okay. You can't own. Okay.
Yeah, it says it right on our form.
Okay, well here's
now.
Okay, I got the 4473 pulled up right now.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to go through it. Okay, it just asks for your name, middle name, address,
it's down
your
toward
height,
the bottom.
birthday, all that stuff, ethnicity. Okay, let's go to. You start at question 11 is where the questions start. In 11A. Okay, are you the transferee or buyer? Okay, blah blah blah. See,
right, Richie.
Are you under indictment or information in any court for a felony or any other crime which the judge would impose you for more than 1 year?
Right. So in other words, if you had a misdemeanor that you could serve more than 1 year in jail.
Okay. Have you ever been convicted in any court of a felony or any other crime for which a judge could have imposed you for more than 1 year? Even if you received a shorter sentence, including probation.
Yes.
Okay. Are you a fugitive from justice?
No.
Are you an unlawful user addicted to marijuana, stimulant, narcotic drug, blah, 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 blah? Okay. Have you ever been adjudicated as a mental defective or have ever been committed a mental institution?
No.
Have you ever been discharged from the armed forces under dishonorable discipline?
No, and that's not fair either, because that comes under detoxes and stuff. So if a guy went to a detox, he has to put that down. I wouldn't put it down. I'd just fucking lie and say no. But
that's a federal offense lying on that sheet.
Well, too bad. It's none of his fucking business if I go to a detox or not. Fucking 30 years ago.
Okay, here's where your domestic stuff comes in. I think right here. Oh, here we go. Yep, right here.
Yes, you do.
Hey,
you have to put down DUI.
Are you subject to a court order restraining you from harassing, stalking, or threatening your child or an intimate partner or child of such partner? Then another one is, have you ever been convicted in any court of a misdemeanor crime of domestic violence?
Right. And I wasn't convicted. I pled out. Now,
But you pled and you were found guilty, so therefore
but
you're
the problem is, had I known that I'm going to have all these problems,
Right.
Okay,
I
so
would have hired the lawyer.
Okay, so this is not for a DUI then.
No.
Oh, see, I was thinking it's for a DUI.
No.
That's why I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
But listen to me. In the state of Massachusetts, a DUI,
same thing.
It's the same thing. They can technically, all right. So it's only okay. So the law reads anything after Richie 95 and 96, right? Richie, you know. So it's either 1995 or 1996 in the state of Massachusetts. If you have a DUI, okay, it reads that you cannot get a license to carry a gun. However, what it doesn't tell you is they can use discretion, okay? Because I know multiple people that have had DUIs that carry guns.
Yeah, if you've been clean and sober for years and years.
So they can work around that, okay? They can work around assault and batteries.
I'm gonna drop this
as
to
long
the
as
4473.
well, because there's a lot of assault and batteries that can hold more than a year. So they can work around assault and batteries because this is what the freaking cop told me in Drake, where I live. All right, he said, so let's say you got arrested in 1995 for an assault and battery. I said, yeah. He says, and it's 2019 now, and you haven't been arrested for another assault and battery. They're just going to say, hey, whatever. You got in a fight, no biggie. All right? If you got assault and battery charge and got arrested in 95, and then you got an assault and battery charge and you got arrested in 2001, then you got an assault and battery charge in 2012, I can guarantee you in the town of Drake it anyway.
Oh,
you
yeah.
ain't getting a fucking gun permit. You ain't getting a gun permit.
You got that many assault and batteries, you should have a firearm.
But I'm just saying. Everything else is workable except for the fucking domestic. Okay? Now, in my state anyways, okay, again, if I was in New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine, it would be different.
We get you hooked up.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I want to know why certain states, why, because I want this fucking whole thing to go, that they having a thing now for every fucking state to have it. And then I won't have an issue that I can get down fucking tomorrow morning and buy one if they pass it tomorrow or after, you know what I mean? And I won't have an issue.
Yeah, but you got to watch out what is attached to some of those. We're going to give you more freedom laws because sometimes they attach shit that makes it even worse. One in speaking, you can get your marijuana card, but you can no longer
carry.
Right, that's Ohio. If you get a medical marijuana card, you can no longer own firearms.
Yeah,
I don't have an issue. I really don't have an issue with that either, by the way. But
I kind of have an issue with it because if you get a medical marijuana card, which is a prescription from a doctor,
okay,
and you're going to say I can't own firearms, but my neighbor who gets a prescription for 60 Oxycontins every 2 weeks is allowed to still own firearms?
Is he eating the Oxycontins like M&Ms?
Probably.
But the marijuana is prescribed too. So
you and I
you go by the prescribed,
You and I grew up in the 80s when the THC levels in weed was like fucking 8%, 7%. Okay. The THC level now is like fucking 20. You remember be at the parties and the kid be smoking weed and he's not even drinking, he's just smoking weed and he's like this.
Yeah, but have you ever seen
Do you want him to carry a gun? I don't.
I'd rather
see the guy with the assault. I'd rather see the guy with the assault and batteries on his fucking record.
Yeah, but I'd rather see a guy who's high on weed carrying a gun than a guy that's drunk.
I don't think a guy that I don't think a guy that's drunk should carry a fucking gun either.
But I'm just saying. I mean, if you get a prescription from a doctor, whether it be marijuana or whether it be Percocets or oxycodones or fucking Viagra, you should still be allowed to own your guns.
Why am I a statist?
But you know what, Ohio?
Wait, Frankie, why am I a statist? What did I say wrong?
Technically, the state marijuana laws are breaking federal marijuana laws.
Right? Yeah, I understand that.
So,
Hi, Flan. Yes, Frank. The chief of police, they can block you, Frankie. However, there are. So here's what my letter said. My letter said that I had 90 days to fight it. Okay, which meant I could have hired a lawyer. Okay, and I could have went to Lowell District Court. Actually, I believe would have to have gone to the Massachusetts Firearms, the Massachusetts Firearms Board first. If they denied me, then I go to Lowell District Court. Okay, and then let a judge would have had a rule on it. So those are the avenues I could have taken, Frankie. But a father of 3 and a kid, and going to private school and one already in it, well, she's for free. All right. And shit like that. I'm not going to take, a couple of $1,000s out of the fucking account just to carry a gun. It's just, I just didn't think it'd be right. You know what I mean?
right.
No, Steve, I've just seen so many, proven things with the medical marijuana, like especially with the oil and stuff. These kids with seizures, stuff like that.
I'm 100% for it.
Right.
I know. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's just ridiculous. I really think the only reason it's not legal is because the government and the pharmaceutical companies can't figure out how to make money off of it.
Where'd Johnny go?
Because
out.
If they legalize it, then anyone can grow it, right? Because it's not hard to grow a plant.
What needs to happen with marijuana is the feds need to get off their butt and take it off that Class A narcotic list. And,
take it off
Yeah. Put it on with alcohol.
Thank you. I don't know who Special Ed is, but Special Ed, thank you. I told you began with an L, right? The Lautenberg Amendment. Okay. If you look that up, that is the federal law on a domestic. So, thank you very much.
Some states, if your neighbor calls the cops, either you or your spouse get a domestic. Easy way to Well,
he's right.
I'm just saying,
it's the Lautenberg Amendment, which is
basically here, if someone calls 911 and goes to a domestic, as long as there's some type of physical evidence, somebody's going to jail.
Right.
Somebody's going to jail. It's rare that somebody doesn't go to jail.
So now here's the thing, Ohio. Now that I threw my shit out there, I get 44 thumbs down. Thanks, Ohio.
What are you thanking me for?
Because you do it all the time. Now I got 45. Awesome. Thanks, buddy. Keep going.
What am I doing? I ain't doing shit, dude. I'm sitting here talking
to you. Get rid of them all now, Ohio.
I'm not doing anything.
Yeah. 45 thumbs down. Okay.
It's not
Welcome back, John. So listen, I put myself out there, but I feel as though I need to explain myself too. Okay. It wouldn't be fair if I just, I got a domestic and da-da-da-da. Okay. Real quick, short version. Didn't throw anybody down a set of stairs. I didn't beat the shit out of anybody. I didn't hit anybody with an object. I didn't throw an object at anybody. I didn't do all those things that people
put on domestic.
Yeah, but as soon as you say the word domestic, they think that you beat the shit out of somebody. Okay.
Well, they usually think you beat the shit out of your wife or kids.
Right.
They don't realize it could have been your brother-in-law.
Which,
right.
Right. That's
Right.
right.
And who wouldn't want to talk their brother-in-law?
Special ed. I don't know who you are, special ed, but you are 110% right, and I'll tell you, and I'm going to back your statement up in a half a second. It was with an ex-girlfriend. However, none of that happened. We were both hammered. She wanted to leave. I sat on her, tickled her like I usually do when she was in a pissed off mood. And I'm like, "Cat, you ain't going to."
Unlawful restraint.
Anyways, and then she got really severely fucking pissed off. And so I'm like, "Oh, fuck you." And I went down to sleep in the couch. The next thing she drove to the police department hammered. And the next thing I knew, I had 6 fucking cops in my living room. And I didn't fight it because I'm like, what am I going to do? Make her out to look like a fucking, because I still loved her. I mean, we were together a week later. But
she drove to the cop shop drunk.
Yeah. So, anywho, I don't want people thinking that Mikey D is a fucking loser and this, that, and the other thing. I put myself out there. I can do that. But, and that's all that happened, okay?
This story has nothing to do with you being the loser, though.
Special ed, domestics do not have to be physical in some states. In any state, domestics don't have to be physical. What people don't understand is because I had to go to do these fucking classes because I pled out. I had to do these classes for 40 weeks. All right.
Wow.
Every Monday for 40 weeks, you're only allowed to miss 2. Or you had to start all over again.
And you gotta pay. And you
gotta pay like $300 and something, $500 and something, whatever the hell it was.
That was back then. Okay.
Yeah, this was 1999.
Prince? Hey, did you hear Prince died?
So they gave us a piece of pie, right? They showed you this thing on a thing on domestic violence. Actually, they didn't call it violence; they called it domestic abuse. And on the piece of pie, you know what the violence aspect of it was? And I'm not even joking. Not even joking. You ready? 14%. 14% of all domestic is violent. Everything else isn't.
Yelling and screaming.
It's if you yelling and screaming. It's you blocking. You getting a pissing contest with your. Well, let me be politically incorrect. Your partner. You block an entrance. You block a doorway for that person to enter or exit a home, an apartment. You can be taken away for that.
A driveway.
Ohio, tell me. Ohio, just tell me when I'm wrong. You can't do a bunch of stuff. If you take the checkbook from them and say "fuck you," you're not writing the checkbook ever again.
It's what really a lot of it comes down to officer discretion. If you take the checkbook or whatever, you're arguing over finances or whatever. As long as there's no physical, nobody scratched anybody or slapped anybody. If they just separate the two parties, there's nobody charged. If somebody agrees to leave, if you agree to leave, you come back tomorrow or whatever, cool down for the night, nobody gets arrested.
But I'm just saying that's what it said. That's what it said in the book. I mean, that's what they had at the classes, Ohio. You know what I'm saying?
Holy shit, I'd be so screwed. I'd be
and what kills me is it happens here all the time. People call 911. I was taking a walk and there's people arguing in the house, Mind your own fucking business, You're walking down the sidewalk and people are arguing and you can hear them in their house, They're raising their voice because maybe they're fighting about fucking finances. Maybe they're fighting about, the dad let the son do something the mom didn't agree with or whatever. If they're not in there beating the shit out of each other, just mind your own damn business.
And if it sounds like they're beating the shit out of each other, it may just be really rough sex and they like it that way. Mind your fucking business.
Right. Or like that one couple that the police went and kicked their door in, found out they were in separate rooms playing Call of Duty with headphones on, yelling at each other and other people that they were playing with online.
Nice.
You see that story? That was, the neighbor called and said they were yelling at each other. The guy said, "I'm gonna get you, you bitch," or something like that. And they called 911, and it turns out they were playing fucking Call of Duty or some shit.
And
Can me?
can I, because it's really irritating the shit out of me the way some of these laws are written. Here's another thing. Okay. So, and they don't care when the charge was. It could be 1952. They don't give a fuck. Okay. But here's the thing. Here's my problem. My problem is that, so what if I come home, well, let's just say I was still drinking, right? Or I don't drink. You guys know I haven't drank in 18 years, right? So let's say I fall off the wagon, right? And I come home and my wife is bullshit, right? And she pushes me, and because I'm so drunk, I fall. And the fucking nosy Nancy fucking neighbor, yep, she pushed him and he fell. They arrest my wife for a domestic. To me, that's not domestic violence. To me, she shouldn't be arrested for that. You know what I'm saying? That's just me.
Right. I know I've heard a lot of cops complain about that that law where it took the power away from the police. You know, took their judgment away.
She catches me, whatever, and she wants to biff me upside the top of the head or something. Please. I don't know.
But I got to say one thing, though. Over the last handful of years, cops have really come around, and they don't walk into the house automatically assuming he did it.
Right.
Because I had to call them once, and they came in, and there was no assumptions made at all, which was cool.
Right. Well, because a lot of times people are realizing sometimes, not jumping on women here, but a lot of times there's a guy on Facebook that I posted a video to my friend. Him and his girl were arguing, so he pulled out his camera to film it. She walks over to the sink, grabs a knife, slices her arm, and then calls 911. And when the cops get there, he's trying to say that he sliced her up. And he's like, "Oh, you got to see this video." You know what I mean? This bitch is crazy.
And it's just shit like that.
Chicks are totally crazy. I will completely agree with you there. I'm not that fucking crazy. I am not.
I'm not going to take a big knife and slice my arm.
And you know, in my case, first of all, if I hadn't been drinking, it wouldn't have happened to begin with, right? Second of all, I don't know. It's just something. The law's going to change a little bit somewhere along the line, because it's just not right the way they are. You know, it has to be. You know, for cases like Ohio was just saying. I mean, if that guy didn't video that, it's all over. You know, he's going to fucking jail for that. You know.
Absolutely, he would have been in jail if he did. Well, he probably went to jail anyway. He probably wasn't able to show the video until.
Right. Good fucking luck trying to get out. Good fucking luck trying to get out of that one too. You know, because it's your word against hers, and she's bleeding.
And you know what I hate, and this kills me, is like the local newspapers and news media and stuff like that. If you were accused, Mikey, of, say, some type of sexual crime or something like that, right?
Yeah.
They blast your fucking face all over the news and newspaper and everything.
Yeah.
And then you go to court and you go to trial and it falls through and the prosecution doesn't have shit on you. Yeah. And you're found not guilty by a jury or you're acquitted. They don't print your picture in the paper saying that you were found not guilty and you didn't do anything wrong. There's no retreat.
I'll give you one on that.
That's how they get you. That's how they get you guilty before you even go to court. Is they blast your face all over fucking, and it's not just with sex crimes; it's with other stuff too. You know, but they blast the person's face all over the fucking news and the newspapers. So every time you see this guy, you think, oh, he did this crime, and then I'm sorry, but the jury pool is tainted by that.
I'll give you one. You ready? Well, again, growing up in the 80s, things were different, right? You can date a girl that's younger than you and the whole nine, okay? In the very early 90s, kid I know, he's not my age, but he's a couple years younger than me. He was dating a girl. He was 18. He was dating a girl 16. Okay?
Yeah.
And again, you grew up in the same time frame I did. How many times did you see that? Everywhere, right?
Actually, no, because it was kind of scared into us that.
Really?
That
see, up this way.
18 and 16 will get you 25, you know?
But up here was different. You know what I'm saying? It's like I knew 18-year-olds that were still in high school.
Yeah, I was 18 when I graduated. So.
Me too. So you're a senior. She's a sophomore. You can't date. You're in high school. But anyway, and they were dating forever. Father hated him. Her father hated him. And he knew how old he was, right? But they dated for a long time. Okay. He knocked her up. 7 years in jail. That's not right. That's not right. And now he get out of jail and he has to register as a sex offender. No, that's not right. Not right at all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Parents knew. Mother loved him. You know, it's just
Then
not right.
both of the parents should have gone to jail for that shit.
It's just not right. You know, and the DA pressed it. He pressed it with the DA, and the DA said, "Fine, no problem." I think it sucked.
Easy. Nice shot.
That was a good shot, though. Thank you. I think that's wrong.
Haha, Mike, gunpowder just dropped you, bro.
Sorry.
Dad, I totally dropped you. I'm sorry.
All right, Frankie. I don't think that's right. I'm sorry. Okay. I also don't think it's right if you're in an establishment that you get carded to go into because the drinking age is 21 years of age. Okay. And you're in an establishment and some girl's got a friggin' fake ID. All right.
Yeah, that shit pisses me off.
Some girl's got a fake ID, and then come to find out, you know, you go out with her, whatever, yada yada yada, and then he's in jail. Why? It's not fair. It's not right. That establishment. I'll tell you what. I do the time, and oh, by the way, when I come out, I have to register as a sex offender. Not fair.
So you're saying if you get carded to go into a place and you got to be 21 and over, you go in there and you've had some drinks and you meet up with this young lady who also was carded, but after you take her home and have sex with her, you find out she's
using a fake
17, 18 years old. Yeah.
Well, 18 wouldn't matter, but
you find out that you're right. I'm sorry. So you find out she's 17. Where in New York State, the legal age is 17, not 18.
Yeah.
Okay. But so it's not right.
Who's responsible for that then? Is that
that's the guy?
She is, right? Yeah. Go back to
right.
being
Okay. Because here's what I would do. All right. Because now I have to register as a sex offender the rest of my fucking life, and then people see my name in the fucking post office. I don't give a fuck if they have different levels, like a level 3, like you know you did.
You're on a list.
I seen a thing the other day. I seen a meme the other day on Facebook. It cracked me up. It said what we used to look for, and it was like a set of boobs and then the girl's butt, and then it says what we look for now, and underneath it was like 3 pictures of Adam's apples.
but I'll tell you what. If she's a minor, so I can't sue a minor, right? I'd sue the parents.
Something.
Yeah, fucking Skippy straight. I would. Damn Skippy straight.
Mike, I also think that if somebody calls
and
the
she
cops,
should be arrested.
Well, I also think if somebody calls the cops and reports something and it's false, that they should be charged also.
Absolutely.
Yep. I went to school with a kid in college. He wasn't a friend of mine. I mean, I just knew who he was. You know what I mean? And he got arrested for a rape charge. Okay. You know why he got arrested for a rape charge? Because girl got pregnant. So when she found out she got pregnant, she went to this party. Okay. The kid was at the party. And she said he did it. They arrested him. We were at that party. Yep. They arrested him. Okay. Right before they were going into right before he was going for trial. All right. She came clean. All right.
Yeah, it doesn't help when the baby comes out black or whatever.
Well, I guess her plan got foiled because from what I understood, of course I'm getting the second, third hand or whatever. But what I understood is that she was going to have an abortion because she didn't want a rape baby. Okay. And then conscience, whatever got to her.
Yay.
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, if you're
or somebody said to her, you realize when that baby's born, he says
he's going to get
DNA,
yeah,
right. So, but anyway, here's the thing: he still got arrested for it. Okay, yeah. And he still had to have his name in the fucking paper, and he still had to stand before a fucking
retraction. There's no retraction. There's never go back and report what really happened.
And the good thing about it is the only good thing that came out about it, out of it, is that you won't, if you did Ohio, if you ran him, you ran all his numbers and stuff, you won't see that charge on that.
Yeah,
they wiped it. They just you were never arrested for that, which is a good thing,
right?
Because as you know, Ohio, as you know, if I get arrested for whatever.
Yeah, it stays on your record and just
stays on your record as that arrest. Doesn't tell you that you were found innocent.
It just it gives you the disposition. Yeah, it lets you know. But charges dropped. Let's say charges dropped or whatever, but still shows that you were arrested for it.
This one was wiped out.
Yeah, completely wiped.
Yeah, completely wiped.
Well, the reason I said what I said earlier is because there was a guy in Central Ohio that was charged with. And it was this almost the same damn thing you're talking about. It was a party, and a young man was charged with rape or whatever, and the prosecutors decided that they were going to push the case off a little bit because the girl was pregnant, and and she claimed that he was the father that raped her and everything, and she was having the baby. She wasn't aborting it or anything like that. And she was on the news like every other night talking about, how she's going to raise her baby to, it's not the baby's fault and all this stuff. And well, turns out when the baby was born, the baby was a dark complected baby and it was not his. So there goes your rape case right out the window.
Yep. It's, and in the same case, I wish, on the other hand, on the other side of the coin, I know they say that a lot of them go unreported, but for everything that the women and nowadays men go through. But yeah, I think that if you rape somebody, you should get a bullet right to the forehead. Just how I feel. I think if you're waiting in a fucking dark alley or a fucking wherever, or you break into somebody's house, whatever the fucking case may be, okay, and you rape a man or a woman, I think that you should be fucking shot right in the fucking forehead.
There was a comedian. His name is real tall. He's a black comedian, real tall guy. George, I don't know his last name, but he was pretty big in the 80s and 90s, but he had a skit where he's talking about when you break the law and you get sentenced or whatever. He's like, we don't need a death chamber or electric chair. He's like, we just need a big, huge microwave. He's like, oh, you killed 3 people? That's 3 minutes in the microwave.
Right.
I was like, damn, that's some serious shit there. Cook your ass from the inside out.
Right.
You know what, though? Speaking of that, we had a girl in Dayton that was convicted. She killed her baby by putting it in a microwave.
Really?
Yeah.
I heard of a woman.
What is wrong with people?
I heard a woman, an old woman, she's like 80-something years old or whatever. Her cat came in from the rain, and she put it in the microwave to fucking dry her off.
Dry it out.
I heard the same story with a puppy.
Huh?
I heard the same story, but with a
Oh,
puppy.
it might have been a puppy. It might have been a puppy, but it was an older woman, right?
Fucked up.
Stevie? It was an
Right.
older woman, right?
Scary.
Yeah, this was
Great thing. I think if somebody falsely accuses of somebody of rape and it's proven, I think the false accuser should get what the guy was going to get.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know, kind of like that lady who went after Kavanaugh.
Yeah.
right. Yeah, where's she at now? You don't hear shit about her anymore.
In a big giant GoFundMe.
Yeah, where's her apology? Where's her fucking...
Oh, they're not gonna, they won't
You
report
know.
it on the news.
Hey, I just dropped a link to that story, the YouTube video on the
Yep.
on that baby or whatever, that Dayton mom. I think it was in Dayton.
That is so fucked up.
I don't know.
Oh.
And you know, if you think about it, right, Stevie, what you were just saying, right? When I know you see it on murder trials and stuff, and they give, the defendant, he gets, sometimes they'll let him speak if he wants to say sorry or whatever, or I'm sorry for blah 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 blah, for killing or whatever he did, right? Don't you think they ought to make it known or make it newsworthy or force them to be on camera and say, I'm sorry I accused this guy, or I'm sorry I accused this girl of fucking...
Sorry, I tried to ruin your fucking life by being a fucking
Right.
walker.
Don't you think, like you brought up Callahan, right?
Kavanaugh.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, Kavanaugh. Don't you think that she should have to go on the news, like she did when she fucking said he did that?
Right.
Don't you think she should stand there?
They never come to the conclusion. It wasn't a court of law, so they never had to say he was innocent or guilty. It was just...
We're going to try to ruin this.
I understand that, Ohio, but
still
don't
her
you think,
side of the story. You know what I mean?
don't you think she went in front of the cameras and said, yeah, he did? Don't you think she should go in front of the cameras now and say, no, he didn't?
Well, no.
She's stuck with
I'm
her.
not defending her. She's still saying he did it.
She's stuck with her story and just went away and got her big giant GoFundMe is what happened.
Yeah, she just went away. That's all happened is she just went away.
I hear.
And forgive me for asking, but most people in that same scenario, don't you think they would rather see the son of a bitch go to jail than to be bought out,
Right.
paid off,
Yeah.
however you want to look at it?
Well, she didn't get paid off. She just dropped it and went away.
Well, she
But-
got a hell of a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
So technically she got paid off. But, I mean,
By libtards.
right. But am I wrong? Am I wrong about that thought process?
No, not right at all.
I think she should have got up there and said, "Oh no."
Speaking of libtards, did you guys anybody watch the salute to America, the Trump thing that for 4th of July yesterday or whatever?
I did not. I didn't watch any TV yesterday.
Yep.
Nor did I watch it today.
I also seen how they tried to swing it.
I caught all but about 2 minutes of his speech. I missed like the first 2 minutes, but he did not make it political at all. Like all the mainstream media said it was going to be. Did it sound political to you, Steve?
No. According to the left, it was totally everything he does now. That's the new word. Everything he does now is political. He only wants to build a wall for political reasons. It's like, off.
I'll tell you what. The Twitter world. You had Democrats saying that it wasn't. What was the tweet? Let me see if I can find it. Something about not what we expected out of the president or something to that effect, but in a good way. You know what I mean? They weren't shitting on him.
Yeah.
Rising.
Yeah. My thing is, people kept calling this, Trump was stroking his own ego and all this stuff, and I'm like, bullshit. And then, CNN's headline for the day was Trump's takeover of 4th of July.
Yeah.
Yeah, he took it over. Did
they ever find out why the fucking vice president didn't come to Manchester, New Hampshire?
He said he's going to announce that in like a week or two. Something big happened.
He got called back. I guess he was in
Kind of like Ohio just got called back.
I guess he was in
How you doing? Hello.
He was supposed to come out here to Manchester, New Hampshire for the opiate, what do you call it? And
yeah, something big happened. This is out of Trump's mouth. Something big happened. He couldn't talk about it, but he said in a week or two we'll hear the story or whatever.
Back to Gunpowder Beauty and where she's putting her phone.
Yep. What did you do? Make her a leather sheath for her to stick it in her bra?
Hey, I will make her whatever as long as she models it for me.
And don't forget
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Don't forget the part about coming down for measurements.
You want me to show you the video? Gunpowder, can I show him the video?
Sorry, remember you signed a contract that said that you would not share details about that.
Fuck.
You always got to read the print. I thought they taught you that.
All right, listen.
Sorry, what I miss? Anything?
Yeah, Big Dog Leatherkind is going to make Gunpowder Beauty a boob sheath.
Boob sheath.
G strings, whatever you need
for her phone.
I definitely need a flat string holster.
Yeah,
gotta have in-person measurements. You're saying
in-person measurements. I gotta take the myself.
Not that far.
What now?
Who are you saying what now to?
You.
I'm just waiting for.
Ohio's not that far. I mean, like Toledo's an hour from us, so.
So you guys meet Toledo and he can measure you.
So fucking buttons.
Then next day's headlines: Big Dog of the leather kind drops dead of a heart attack.
Right.
We don't know what happened.
Big Dog of the leather kind is assassinated by Mr. Squidgets.
I can honestly say you wouldn't be assassinated for making me a flash holster.
Will I be assassinated for the fucking video? Just saying.
For fuck's sakes, I quit you.
You can't quit me. I am unquittable.
No, I can't quit you. Trust me.
No, you can't.
I quit Mike too. It happens. He quit me one night. Whether he wants to admit it or not, but that's okay.
How dare him?
It'd be all right. I got broad shoulders. One hurts like a mother. One motherfucking hurts like a son of a bitch. For the record, at the moment.
I bet.
Yeah, I was like, how many times is he going to shoot this son of a bitch?
Well, it's funny because I didn't know that we had a double barrel shotgun that was a 12 gauge, but apparently my husband let me know that we have one of those.
Sweet.
You ain't got one like that. You ain't got one like that. I can almost guarantee it.
I can pretty much guarantee we don't. I'm just wondering when in the fuck this sat there and became part of our collection.
Good night, HRM.
Take it easy, HRM.
Tanker, or maybe a clone coal billionaire. What? I'm trying to figure out what HRM is talking about. I think he needs
one time at band camp. Steve got a text message that looked like a leather catching mitt. Anyways,
with a belt on it.
Richie, I'll send
somebody went to Arby's. I'm just saying.
Arby's. You guys have Arby's down there?
Walk around with your holster on, looking like a pirate.
Show me your booty, wench.
Really bad mental images. Just stop. Just stop.
Fuck the mental ones. Unfortunately, I saw the physical ones. It was not pretty.
Yeah.
You all right over there?
Yeah. I'm in like Flynn. Let's do it.
I'm in like Flynn.
I'll hop in the chat.
Joe Biden, double barrel Biden.
All right, listen. It's
No.
like 12:30 Eastern Standard Time here in the great state of Massachusetts.
Mike's got to go to bed.
All right. We started early though.
Yeah, he started like 9.
We started early, like 9:30. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the hell out of here. Steve, you doing a chat tomorrow night?
That's the plan.
All right. So tomorrow night, Steve's gonna do the chat. So head over to Hulk Hogan wannabe over there. His chat there with the fucking tie on.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, brother.
American, fight for the rights of every man. You gotta
take your vitamins, brother. Take your vitamins, brother.
You gotta put that as your new song instead of on your channel, Steve.
Hulk Hogan song.
I'm a Real American by Rick.
I liked him when he was in the New World Order and he wore all the mascara on his face.
NWO.
You know. All right, you guys, we're out of here. Thanks you guys for coming in. Shalisa's still tucked away in bed. She left us early, but she came in. Thank you, Shalisa. Hey, Uncle Cow, peace, kid. I hope you enjoyed it.
Right on.
Things are going well. Everybody, go to Stevie's chat tomorrow night. If you're not busy, you're not doing anything, head over to Stalker Steve's channel. He usually does it somewhere in the vicinity of 9:30, 10 o'clock.
10:30, 11.
11, whatever.
3/4.
Right. But we shall see you guys there. Thanks a lot for coming in. Peace.
Good night, y'all.